So there we go. We're live.
Oh, what? Shit.
Yeah, we've been live for like
You've just
20
been on the
minutes. We've been
starting
live for
soon
20
screen.
minutes. We've been on starting soon for 20 minutes.
Wait for
I
me to
pulled
get
a
here
drag.
mostly.
Yeah, I pulled a drag.
Yeah, but Will Shape went to make like a tequila drink or something, so he's gonna be.
Sorry.
Nah, dude,
He'll come back without a shirt on, then I'll
he'll
be in
be back.
trouble. Yeah, we'll just hide his camera for a little bit.
He had a shirt on.
Alright, anyway, we're gonna start. Hello, it's been a while.
Hello.
I was sick last week and the week before that. I had family shit on.
Instant noodles.
That's not a tequila. Did you wait? Do you cook your noodles in tequila? That'd be kind of yuck.
Bro. Disgusting.
Seems like a bad idea.
It does a
Yeah.
little bit.
Especially if there's still tequila in the... My cooker brain is going, no, don't do that. Don't tequila. Tequila is not something you usually cook with.
No, of course not.
Okay, I'm back.
All
Hi.
right, Mr. Keyboard Clacky Man, are you good?
Yes, I just
He's just clacking his keys,
Click, 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 click.
warming them up.
How are you comfortable to sit like that every time we play?
he's lying on a bed.
I know, but
Obviously.
like propping yourself up, I would go to sleep.
Yeah.
My-
And I'd just go
my-
numb, and then
What
I'd
do you
go.
think would happen to me when I had a bed in here?
Yeah, but you were sitting up on your bed with your legs crossed.
Yeah.
That's not what he's doing. He's
It
lying
fucking
down.
hurts. It got numb to a fucking certain point.
Yeah, I mean, 2 minutes of me doing what he's doing and my arm dies.
Yeah.
That means
Just
we,
vibes.
that means we
This,
have bad
this is
blood.
my gamer pose. I have accustomed to this position.
Yeah.
Don't tell me that's how you play Final Fantasy.
That's actually how I play Final Fantasy.
Oh, good no. Alright,
This is why I sit on my chair.
everybody's here
Like,
now.
normal.
Our last member will be joining shortly.
Late
He's currently at a work meeting, so
seas. At most,
Yeah,
he
I'm-
might be here at 1:30 later. I think his
But
message.
yeah, he said it would be 20.
yeah,
20
I
minutes
talked to
late,
him this
maybe.
morning on the phone, so he'll be here.
Yeah, he'll be
Yeah.
fine.
He'd just be
Um,
slightly late.
But yeah, I won't be here next week because I'm going to see a Muay Thai fight, so to support people
Ooh.
that
That sounds
been-
interesting.
That
Yeah.
sounds very.
because I've been doing Muay Thai for the past couple months, so and there's a few fighters that in my gym dojo, whatever you want to call it, that has a fight next week, so I'm gonna go and support them. So
Uh-huh. I see. Oh, well, that's good. So, yeah, we'll just
Where
jump
we
back
last
into it.
left off.
Yes, when we last left off, you guys arrived in,
Freighter City.
yeah, Crater City. It's not a very creative name, but that's pretty much what it is. For your ship to be refitted and upgraded, to be more efficient and less
Shit.
problematic in the future. Yes. That you were told that the repairs, the work on the ship would take around a week,
5 days. We'll
A
be
week.
back.
5
A week
days to
to-
a week.
Yeah.
In that time, you all had your own agendas and goals.
Miniatures.
Yeah,
Yeah.
adventures. Yes, adventures.
I helped at a hospital.
Yes, you did. We'll get to that. So we will do this very, very poorly organized. We will come back to the group as they are on board the Fallen Down, which is your ship.
We're back on board.
Yep.
Yes, you're back on board, and you've all gathered in like the.
Command room.
No, we're gonna say command room because
I'd say we're all in our room.
it's in the last leg of the repairs. Like they're just finishing things up, putting panels back on. So you guys are all gathered in like the mess hall.
Okay.
and me trying to figure out how to make vegetable option foods, like pure vegetarian.
While you're here, you are going to discuss. You can talk about what you've been doing, or you can
Well,
not.
I recently bought a new staff. Um, I show off the maple kind of redwood kind of staff with a bird on top of it.
Yeah.
It is magical. I can't attune to it yet. It will take me 6 months.
So you're gonna smack people with it?
Yes. I'm not sure if it will be disrespectful to the
You don't
being that
know.
is
Hang on.
inside it, though.
You don't know what'll happen once you're tuned to it.
No, not exactly. But I know something's in it.
Yes.
But I don't know what it is.
Something that dwells within.
Something's inside of it, and when I finish the tuning to it, it will make a pact with me.
Or
It doesn't
it'll
say
reveal
will
itself. The pact
Yeah.
will.
be done, etc. But
Don't include me
for
in
now,
your magic
it's,
tests.
it's a good magical focus, so I can cast spells properly now with no difficulty.
Okay.
I also helped around at
Yeah.
hospitals.
You also helped around in clinics more than hospitals because
Yeah,
technically you don't have a doctor's
I
certificate.
don't have a doctor's license, which I will be investigating on how to get one.
While also doing odd jobs around the slum areas.
Rat problems.
Yeah, cleaning, like purifying areas that are
Yep.
miasmic.
Purifying their food and water,
Yep.
etc.
Yep.
Because that is a spell I have.
Next, we'll move on to Wushade's character, who
What you do for your week, sir?
I'm giving them a moment to see if Clutch remembers.
I remember during yeah.
Yeah. So during the week, I have been searching for secrets of the city, see if there was any.
That's cool.
I've been doing fights in the nighttime. And I've also did a tournament if there was one, which
There
no,
wasn't.
That's
yeah.
I would have come with you
Tournaments don't happen
for a
too
while.
often. Yeah, mainly
And,
because they
Then I would have helped him in his bar fights afterward. Like
bar
healing
fights.
up.
Yes,
Feeling-
actually, Rizard probably would get into a few bar fights.
Yeah, so I would be there just in case.
All right.
And I also befriended some orcs in the city.
Yeah. You find a tribe of orcs, like an actual tribe. They are more accustomed to this modern world than your tribe was, so they've actually incorporated a lot of technology and stuff into their way of life. So there was even a few that had prosthetics and augments, so which looked really funny because they're not really big enough to fit an orc.
Yep.
That's all for you. Okay.
Mhm.
You didn't want to add anything?
No, I never told of. You didn't tell me anything if I found anything or.
Um.
So investigation check.
Okay. Yeah. Roll your check.
Investigation.
Yeah.
That is a 16 plus 1, 17.
That's nice.
During your
Odds, yeah.
walkabout, in the arena, like area and district, you find several passages that, which you do you. I'm gonna say you follow the passages because you said you wanted to find secrets. Following the passages, most of them led to outside of the city. One of the passages took you towards what might have been a prison, but you're not sure. there was lots of old cages that have like really rusted out, like they're a couple hundred
Mm.
years old.
Prison or something else. Yeah.
As you explore in this area in particular, you find what appear to be small scales, which they're like baby dragon scales. They've lost their coloring and they're really more transparent now than anything.
Hmm.
There's quite a few scattered around in this cage. Looking further in, there looks to be what might have been a maybe an altar of some kind or a workshop of the diabolical variety. In this chamber, there was a perfectly preserved skeleton, and most of its belongings had withered away with time. A lot of the furniture is pretty much gone, dissolved. And yeah, that's all that's really there to discover. As I said, the passages mostly all lead outside onto the cliffs on the outer edge.
Okay.
So there might have been escape passages. There might have been secret passages for the royalty of this city back, who knows when. But yeah, I got a mess.
Okay. And
It's up to
how
you
much?
to reveal that to us.
And how much did I earn from all my fights?
Yeah, from his illegal fighting.
Yeah. All right. So, Code Aiden, what was your doing?
You didn't read it?
Uh, trying to find it. Hang on. No, that's not it.
Shouldn't be that hard to find.
No, I do learn quite a bit about some other games.
Oh yeah, I also made like $2,000 helping people.
Was it before or after you sent me the battle analyzer?
What?
I'm trying to find it.
Just reply to it if you can find it.
Yeah, if you can find it, that'd be great. It's not in pinned messages.
Okay. It's on January 21st.
January
We'll stop.
21st.
Reply.
Yaha. Sorry, it was very short.
Found it.
That's it blended in with all the other messages. That's why I couldn't find it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. Okay, so roll a Tinker's check.
Ooh, so intelligence plus.
Wait, what? Sorry?
Your
Tinker's
Tinker's
check.
tools. Your Tinker's tools.
Are you proficient in Tinker's tools?
I think he is.
Yeah, I have it from my
Sharpshooter.
So, yep.
Or
Pretty good.
gunslinger.
Gunslinger. So
And what was your roll?
That was a low value roll, 16.
16?
Yeah.
Okay. You tinker with your weapons and try to refine some of the modifications that you had requested. You work on them to a point where you feel that your skills in your faith in your abilities can't really promise any real improvements.
Ah, okay.
So, I mean, you work on them and try and get them, like, maybe so they can lock together quickly or easier so it doesn't take as long to, ready that powerful shot. But you can't really modify
He's
the firing
here!
mechanism too much.
Oh no. Play broken.
Oh no, he smashed the overlay.
Hello,
It is very
I'm
much.
the smasher of overlays.
Hang on.
we just discussing what
I'm
we've
here
been
for your
doing.
bitches and milk.
What?
Oh, now he's the big man. Okay, he's leading the campaign now.
No.
You find a goblin sitting upon a rock in the dungeon. You ask
Sacred
it.
flame.
Roll a D for 20.
Oh my god, it is actually broken again.
Natural 20. No joke.
Why is
actual
it
natural.
broken again?
Alright, you fuck up the friggin' quest giver.
Oh, I know why it's broken. It's because Aaron doesn't have his bloody camera on.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Yeah. So it's your fault.
It's alright. I will
A moment of
fix.
difficulty, people will
I-
be.
Just
A variety of screams, agony, and death eliminate from the goblin.
stop it, you.
Revivify.
You feel a tap on your shoulder.
Uh,
As you turn, it is the same goblin, only uninjured.
Shit.
Omae Shineru.
Nutty. Alright, I fixed it.
Yay.
To be continued.
So with this, I went around and helped out clinic in the slums.
Yeah. Don't try to fill him in. He's not actually in with you guys yet.
No, I let Klutz know earlier that I was going to be late and what I'd be doing.
So
I'm in
we'll
there.
continue. We'll continue with who? Yes, it was Cody.
Use
Um,
photo.
Yes. Boop.
Gun modifications.
Yes. So as I said, you can't really improve like the chances of it working or anything like that, but you are able to make it so it's a little bit easier to put it together, which doesn't really affect its stats or anything. So
Yeah, but
Yep.
would that
Right.
change setting up as an action to a bonus
no,
action?
not enough,
Oh well.
because it still requires him to
No,
lock them
yeah.
together.
makes
He can't just bang and it like that. No.
Man, get better.
It's like bang bang, lock it in, action surge, do it again. No. That's not how this works.
I mean, Percy would disagree.
Well, Percy's not here.
Anyway. Anything else he did?
Was there anything else you wanted to do?
The line right underneath that.
Yes. Okay. So you with your background and expertise in the area, you're able to locate or identify all the different gangs and groups within the underworld of this city.
Oh dear.
One is associated with where you're from. You remember seeing their insignia on a few enforcers, you might say, that used to work around where you used to live, but they weren't actually from that city. So they might have been hired muscle or something. You did
Okay.
learn their name though. These are the it's really stupid, but they've called themselves the
The
Obsidian
wet socks.
the Obsidian Mercenaries. That's what they've called themselves.
The Obsidian Mercenary.
You do find out why they called themselves that. It's because in the old days, the most powerful adventurers were given the title of an Obsidian rank adventurer. So they thought they'd do
They're
that.
fanboys.
So they thought they'd do that so they could claim to be the strongest.
Right.
One of the other group is an all females group. They usually take care of most of
Pink
the
elephants.
XXX houses, you know, brothels and such. They take care of the female workers.
Only female?
Yes. Sorry.
Shoplifting.
Unfortunate.
Lots and lots of shoplifting.
Well, yeah. I mean, you could say boys pick their girls as well. You could say that as well if you want to put that in that category, but that's up to you. Their name is. Their name was the Violet Pixies.
Violet Pixies.
Apparently, there's a fairy tale where pixies can traumatize males who wander into their territory quite badly. So that's why they've called themselves that.
Mm.
Their leader is a woman who is used to be a general in what was once this area's Imperial Army. So, which was dissolved in the last 15 years, when Ursus was expanding. So, Ursus took over that, and she left the Imperial Army and started this up to take care of the less fortunate.
Mm. Interesting.
However, their reputation has taken the form of a gang, essentially,
Okay.
because they do use violence readily.
Yeah.
So they are okay.
Yeah, but they don't
They're big.
attack. They
don't-
only attack other gangs, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
their reputation is quite violent.
Interesting. It's like the whole thing of like, hey, don't fuck with them.
That's pretty much it. But they don't take kindly to scum.
Gum up the streets.
The last gang you're able to find are known as Red Phoenix.
Mm.
They operate in the mid to high areas of the city.
The
Through
fancy bitches.
yeah, through their connections of their members, who are rich kids who don't like being told what to do, and they join Red Phoenix to rebel.
So this
So
is the
they use their connections in high places to be able to open businesses and all this. They are probably the most wealthy gang in this city, and they're not really known for their combat power, but they have money, which means they usually have the most high-tech weapons. That doesn't mean they're very good combatants, though.
sounds like
They know.
pickings.
You know, we've got this cool, my arm turned into a cannon, but that's why
pretty-
that's why they think they're so powerful. They've got the
Yeah.
most advanced shit, but that's about
Their bark is worse than their bite.
it. Yeah.
Sounds like free loot and easy pickings.
They sound like internet trolls.
Yeah.
They actually do, yeah.
Oh my
Hey,
god.
Hey,
social
I mean,
justice.
it's with this scenario of the world, it is
It
possible.
works. Yeah, it works.
It
It's like,
fits.
why wouldn't a bunch of rich kids that want to rebel against their corporate fathers
Exactly, corpos. It's
Not-
ridiculous.
not want to do it?
Who's
Alright, I'll study
playing?
my-
Who's playing that? I know who's playing it. Coda,
Of
turn it
course,
off. I heard it. Turn it off.
Did too.
there's a
What do you
new
mean?
barn.
He doesn't. He never turns that game off. What are you talking about?
Pause it.
Any-
Log out. All right.
Pause it. An online game. Wow, Klutz, you've really
Yeah,
fallen.
no, that's why I changed it to log out. All right. We've got one more person, and then we can move on to Pariah. So Aaron, I need to whip up yours.
He did what he secretly did last week.
Yeah,
Last
I did my secret thing.
What are you going to tell them that you did?
Yeah.
What did you
Because we're all eating.
What did you
breakfast.
do? You can tell them whatever you want.
He went to
Um,
get some fry.
He went to get some fried chicken.
I went to
Some fried kurapeko.
investigate some old contacts for an information supply line.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Fancy.
Also, you can interact with each other while so you can have questions about what they did.
Did I find any weird diseases?
Yeah, a few, but most of them have
Were they
cures
lesser
now.
restoration as well for me?
Some of them. Some of them you actually have to use the antidote that they've got. But
Yep. Cool.
COVID-34 is a bitch.
Yep.
Wink.
Wink. Anyway.
What else do you do, Aaron? Come on. Give me more than that. What did
I
you
was-
learn from this supply
Yeah.
line?
What did you learn, Winston, of this supply line? You were
I got given this file as I used my device to pull up a file.
Boing.
open up.
Yep.
I'm munching
What's
on
the
some
file on, Darren?
artificial
Mike,
celery.
technically, it is a person of interest that we may be looking for.
Okay, person of interest.
I don't know if I should use the name of the character because I don't think my character actually knows the name of the person.
What is he called?
Yeah. Send it to me, Aaron. I'll tell you if you know or not. I've forgotten, honestly. It was a while ago.
Uh,
Well, I'd say it was. How was your fight, Ruzon? Not too banged up, I hope.
Oh, Rizan, you probably made 5,000 credits too, by the way.
Wow, shit.
He did a lot of fights, but none of them were tournaments.
Obviously.
I sent you the. Yeah.
That is entirely up to you what you share. I can't tell you.
Does my
Your character knows all of it.
Okay.
Yes,
Ow,
because
silly.
you were told that by the informant, so your
Yes.
character knows it. So it's up to you what you share. I will say this: you don't have to share it all.
No, I think
You
that's all
know.
I'm going to share for now.
Right, well, tell them,
So, a person
ahead.
of interest.
and I'll fill in the gaps if you miss something. Like if you
Um,
like, if
person
you
of interest.
can't remember something, let me know and I'll try and fill it in.
From what I remember, they were part of one of the ancient groups called the Odyssey.
Right. Interesting. I did some small amount of research in the last couple of months about that. Not enough to dig enough. Who do you know whom they are?
I do.
What?
Sorry, he just freaking shoved the fucking bullshit button rolling across his screen.
He did what?
I didn't see it, so it didn't count.
I didn't say it.
Sorry.
At least he didn't. At least he didn't press it.
No.
Touch.
Anyway,
You're muted.
yeah. He knows. Anyway, right. So, whom is this member? If you know.
It was Lola.
The interdimensional one. That one. She was
Yes.
big in the research I did.
Yes. And
Interesting.
she's the only lead currently we have on these rifts.
She's here.
I don't know where she is at this current stage. I just know that this is the person we need to track down.
Absolutely, considering that her and her party were the biggest linchpin, I believe the term is, for this whole
Turn of history. Yeah.
turn of history. It's quite fascinating.
So what else are you gonna do, Aaron? Speak faster, boy. These dramatic pauses are getting too much.
Shut up.
I'm just sitting at the table, me munching on celery.
Sacrifices accuracy.
Did I earn any of the other things on my week? I replied to the message.
Yeah, you did. Did you earn anything? When you say earn, you mean money and gadgets, or are you talking about info?
Yeah, money and gadgets.
Okay.
Helping them.
Right,
Money
so-
you wouldn't get any because they don't work for money.
Well, either currency exchange was fine, so...
Gadgets, however, you would have received after a bust you did. You would have gotten given a what was devised by the group you're with is it's a stasis generator.
Oh, yeah.
It's a throwable disc that if it lands under a target, it will
Puts them in
deploy a stasis field around them.
Interesting.
which freezes them in place for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, Jesus Christ.
Depending on the size of the creature, the time will.
Yeah, it will change, but the most is 5 minutes.
That's for a human-sized creature.
So a medium creature, okay.
Yeah.
So it's tiny.
You could probably last like 30 minutes, maybe more.
Yeah. Can you hit people whilst they're in stasis?
If you do, it'll break the stasis.
Right. That's an important question.
Yeah, I'm not gonna release any more information. Only the mission related.
Right, so that's our overarching mission then,
Yes.
Lieutenant?
Yes.
Intriguing.
I'm going to ask, how much of this are you going to report to your boss? The commander, yes.
Ooh.
Only mission critical stuff. I'm not gonna mention anything about the other side.
Okay.
Right. Ooh. Ooh. Secrets. Secrets. How was your fights, Rizon? Any interesting fellows you fought? I was only there to help you heal and have a drink, so I didn't watch.
Go on.
As in-
Well, who did you fight, Ruzan?
As if just talking about you.
No, this was yours. Go on.
Well, I managed to fight someone that had this weird stick, and it had blades at the end of it. I think they're
Oh, a
called
glaive? A glaive?
yes, a glaive or a halberd, I think it's called.
One or the other. They're
Uh,
pretty similar.
yes,
type
it
of
was very annoying. It would hit me whenever I got
Rage.
close, but I still managed to barely get him.
Well,
But
oh yes, I remember this. I had to heal most of your stab wounds from the spear tip.
yes,
Very intriguing.
that was the closest time I came to unconscious. But other than that, there was no one really else worth mentioning. Most of them were,
common folk.
yes, mediocre. Though they were probably better than most people, but
Of course, but I will say this: our group is quite extraordinary
yes,
in many aspects.
I'm still counting my
Speaking of
winnings.
Speaking of which, where is Luther?
I suppose that skeleton.
At this
He's
point,
not missing-
Luther, what are you doing?
I
I'm away from your
realize my
microphone.
microphone is over here.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I am currently in my quarters, tending to flowers, and doing some historical research.
Ooh. But did you want to come out and do
Yeah,
stuff?
you know, the rest of us is in the mess hall.
Everybody else is in the mess, like in the
Yeah, sure, I'll take a
cafeteria.
break. Sure, I'll take a break.
It's not really
It's a
big enough
scene
for
of
the mess hall,
crime.
thinking about it, but yeah. As you guys ask, oh, where's Skeleton Boy?
Luther.
He comes out of his quarters.
Luther, good morning.
Morning.
Oh, at least you didn't die.
Yes, we were just asking about you. What did you do during your week?
Oh, nothing really.
Bought new plants?
Yes, I did. They're very lovely. And, set up a little shindig for the crew.
Oh, the staff I bought. You remember that?
No.
It takes 6 months to attune to.
Wait, you bought that thing?
Yes, I did.
I thought you were joking.
No. I also need it for spellcasting.
Could you not perhaps make it faster?
For the record, Luther, you're old enough and you were around that time period. You know what a tuning to an item is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. I never
Apparently-
did it, but I know what, yeah.
This
Could you
thing will
not
take 6 months.
Could you not make that process faster?
I don't believe so. I don't believe I can.
Hmm.
I don't think so.
Experiment time.
I just hope I don't harm whatever creature is within this thing. I
Yes.
think it might be a bird.
My
It's
concern.
no, remember the feeling you got from it was evocation.
Yeah. So, yeah, I got a feeling that it was like power. So
Yeah.
I don't know what
Uh,
kind of power. I'm assuming it's a creature because of the iconography on it.
Well,
I am concerned.
phoenixes
From
are all
my character.
well. Fire is associated to a phoenix, so that might be why it has a phoenix on its head. You know, fire. Anyway,
Anyway, I will see what happens. If the medical bay explodes, please come help me.
who's got the echo?
He
Yeah,
does.
who's second?
Coda. Because
I was wondering.
Apparently,
He hasn't got his headphones in today. That's why.
I heard
Um,
that too.
I had it pop up for a second, so I thought I'd raise it as a point.
but yes,
Yeah, I was about to say it too.
I will. If the medical bay explodes, please come help me.
Mm, if I have time.
Sure, great.
Considering that I heal wounds better than most medical materials today, you might want me.
Yeah, that's a good point. Fine, I'll come.
As I pull up my journal, who's on the medical list today?
Today on the medical list, you have to
Done the liquid lines.
examine Ruzan's wounds from the arenas
Yes,
and make
yes,
sure they're
yes,
all good. You also have to do another checkup with Luna because
Yes.
the guard reported that she has a large wound on her lower
Oh dear.
abdomen area on the side.
Right. I'll deal with that one first, because I was there to heal most of his wounds.
Yes,
so-
I'm quite fine.
Yes, I'll check on you
Speaking of your final party member, she's not with you. She's currently still
resting.
well, she's in her
Her quarters.
quarters are a generous word. Yes, but she's in her
I'm
quarters. Yeah.
I will come back. I need to go and sort out my winnings still.
Yep, have fun.
I'll
I
come by the
will
medical bay later.
Thank you. I will begin heading to her cell.
As I go back to my lodgings to get my winnings.
I head to
Yep, I got
her
that.
cell.
Anybody else doing something like, I don't know, does Coda want to do something other than tinker with his guns?
No, I'm gonna be writing reports.
You guys are so boring.
I'm going to stroll around the ship and talk to as many of the crew I can.
Oh,
Alright.
that's
Well, I'm the leader, so I have to write all the reports.
Yeah,
then.
you have to do paperwork. Alright, I know. But come on.
finding an excuse not to talk. Anyway.
Well, actually, no, you have something else you have to do today,
Ooh.
Lieutenant. In exactly 2 hours, they're bringing the new ship AI online.
Oh
And
yes,
you need to be there to help with its setup.
Yes, I remember that. I still haven't ordered a thing for it.
Fuck's sake! You've had how many weeks to do it?
I'll think of one now and send it to you.
I mean,
fuck's sake.
I mean, you can say that, but have
Well,
you done
actually,
research?
while the group's together, you could ask.
Yes.
Have you done the ship's
Remember what I
inventory yet,
said.
Clutch?
Like, if you could bring up some suggestions and see what they think, but it's up to you if you do that.
That's a big fat NO.
Okay. Well, you can do it yourself then. Fuck you.
I mean, have you set it up all the guns yet, Klutz?
The what?
Oh, you know,
gun-
the gun,
The gun inventory.
got from that.
We had an opportunity to do it a week ago, and Aaron decided he wanted to go play a game.
Right.
I did say we can do this now. He's like, no, we'll play Division 2.
Anyway,
Anyway, we'll get it done eventually.
does Coda want
Until he does it, he's just a magic crate of infinite guns.
You can ask me if we have one, and I will say yes or no, and you will have to deal with it.
Anyway,
So it's a loot box.
Yes.
yeah. Anyway,
Roll a
so,
D100.
And we didn't have to pay for it.
Nope.
Can you
It was
imagine?
free.
All right, off topic. And this is really dumb.
Mhm.
D&D campaign where all your stats and loot is loot box.
Ugh.
Get bent.
Ugh.
You have to roll a D100 to see what you get, and you have a chance of not getting anything. So
D100, Jesus.
Yikes.
I have a 30 in strength.
yeah, like I rolled this. I got a plus 20 strength modifier from my legendary loot box.
Oh, but it lasts 1 minute.
Yeah.
That's when you use it. That's when you use it when you find a dragon and throw them into the air.
From when you open the box, it lasts 1 minute.
Anyway, yeah. Does
You
Coda
have to do
wanna
100 push-ups every minute, or you suffer a cardiac arrest.
Cool.
Fuck
I sent
that.
you the thing.
I just
I know
died.
what I know what I want to do it now.
Okay, so alright, enough of my stupidity. Um,
Sarah, and I sent you a message about the AI.
hey, that's pretty good. Alright. Ruzard, you have to go to the arena to collect your winnings because they had
Yep.
to.
And I had another question. Did I level up from all my fighting?
That's a good question.
What level are
Because
you?
I'm currently level 4.
Yeah, you can level up.
Yay.
I'll get there soon.
Wow, he's the only level 5 in the group.
I got
mean,
level.
Well, he spent the whole week fighting, so.
Yeah,
Yeah, he spent all his time improving his current
like
skills.
illegally fighting too. So
Yeah, let's just brush over that little
That
tidbit.
on under the table.
Level is illegal. Confiscated.
Upskate the level.
Okay.
yes, I say I'll be back shortly. I have to leave the ship, as I have to go and collect my winnings.
And over the
As a-
week, I'm going to say you guys have familiarized yourself with all the main roads of the city. Like, maybe not every nook and cranny, like the back alleys and stuff.
No, we don't know the
Except
nits.
those who have experience, which would be Aiden, who knows his way
We've
around
lived in those streets before.
the shady areas of the city.
And it's me who has information supply lines.
Oh,
in
I'll
the
add
city.
you, because you've got the fucking whole map of the
Yeah, and
city.
we also just have maps. Yeah, we also.
But,
just,
like, at this stage, you can navigate around without the map, so.
we know where the things. we went
Especially the
to.
places you've been to before.
Yeah.
Okay. So. Wrong campaign.
Yes.
It's the Black
Can't hear
Pearl. Oh no, he's got his headphones off. Surprised he's not wearing his
And he's not wearing his monkey. Yeah, I know.
There you go.
Alright, I'm gonna ask, why aren't you wearing your wireless ones?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to put them on charge. You see, I put them
And
in,
you
they
said wireless
start-
ones were good. I told you this.
They
would
They
happen.
are. They are.
are.
You see, I put them in, and this thing doesn't know to stop charging, so it wastes all its battery.
Yeah, that's just battery management.
That's when you.
So
don't-
it wastes all its battery on not.
Yeah, I know. It's stupid. Alright.
Does Coda want to do anything?
No, Curtis said he's
Wait.
gonna tinker with his guns again, I'm gonna guess, by the stupid smile he gave.
No.
Wait, Coda does things?
Oh, wait, what? Who started the time paradox? Anyway, go on, what are you gonna do?
He's gonna sit there
Aside
and eat
from
it.
he's eating yogurt, but
It doesn't look like yogurt. It looks like Sprite in the jar.
what is he
It's
eating?
not
Oh, he's just eating it with a
Nutella.
spoon. To be fair, I did that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've all done it.
Except that was when we were children.
Yeah. If people said they haven't, they're lying.
Who said
I'm a
who said I
total
was a child when I last did it?
Anyway, so what are you actually doing, Coda?
eating actually,
Well, yeah.
in game and out of game.
Okay.
I'm eating breakfast. Eating a
I
high
sh-
iron breakfast.
First orders. Yeah.
I
I'd
should
buy. He's eating a high nutritional iron breakfast.
yes, because he's Iron Man.
No, because he needs his his specific nutrients.
Yeah, I
Because
know. I'm just
If he wants to
fucking-
live, he has to be Iron Man.
Yes.
You good?
His microphone stopped working.
Have you unplugged it?
Oh shit.
Oh, technical
Maybe.
difficulties.
Nope, he's having
He
technical
he
difficulties.
might be
and
linking to the
that-
microphone on his
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, it might be
Beats.
linked to your microphone.
Which
Oh,
might not be
yeah,
working.
when he puts his headphones back
He
on,
can
we'll
no
tell
longer
him.
hear us because he took it off.
So it'd be in the settings of your.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, when he jumps back on, we'll tell him.
Oh,
Oh,
No, it's working. Oh, it seems like it's working.
working now.
I can hear you.
I can hear his breathing.
Hello?
Beak
Oh.
man. Oh, good.
Yeah,
it
we
is
can hear
working.
you.
Oh,
He's,
you there?
you there?
Why wasn't it working before?
It might have tried to connect to your headphones.
It
Oh,
might
I
have
didn't
tried-
touch the. Oh my
Dude,
fucking
it does it
god!
automatically
Oh
on
my
on
fucking
Discord. It's
god!
so stupid.
What did it do?
Discord.
New microphone detected. Connecting.
Yeah, that's probably what it did.
Because you can just select
Ah!
each one, including applications.
Ah,
on it.
man, Quimby is my father. Oh, that's working.
Okay,
Help. Okay.
it's working now. We're good.
Alright. So, we'll
Chowder. All right, continue.
Anyway, I head up to Luna's to check on her.
as you approach, you can see her her escort is standing outside, which is one of the female drows. What? Which one
drow.
was that? It was.
The
Hold on. Give me 1 second.
Oh, I don't want
Um,
to mix it up. So, I believe it was Shayla
yes.
yeah,
or Shalia. Shalia.
Alia. Good evening. Good morning. I've come to check on the patient.
She pushes the door, opens the door for you.
Hi, Luna. Heard you got stabbed.
Yeah,
Let's have a look.
she lifts her shirt. You can see the wound is actually very deep.
Damn, that's nasty. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to hit this hard. I'm going to cast second level cure runes into it.
Roll whatever needs to be rolled.
It'd be 2d8 plus 3. That's 13 hit points back.
The wound closes a bit and then just scabs over.
There we go. Well, actually, the way mine does it, mosses.
Yeah, moss
over
goes over, and then the moss turns into the scab. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Right. That's all good. Any other injuries that you did not notify the guard?
She unlocks her jaw again. She raises her leg, her trouser leg, and you can
Yep.
see one of her legs has been
Ooh.
smashed,
Oh dear. That is problematic.
and I
Um,
can't get it off to fix it.
Right. Okay.
Look, roll a medical check.
Oh boy. Dirty 20.
One of the connectors has been damaged, and it will not release.
It's locked. Okay. Well, I think I need to move you to the medical bay for this.
Not again.
The tools are there.
Backstory, because most of you would know this. Over the last week, this has happened. Laura's been to the medical wing at least
He's been in there.
once every
quite-
2 days.
She's been in there for far too long at this point, and she's tired of it.
Yeah.
Every
And-
time she comes back from her excursion,
Mm.
she usually has to go straight to the medical wing.
Oh.
Matches
Yeah.
in the morning was on.
If you stop getting yourself into trouble and getting injured, this
I
wouldn't
didn't
happen.
start at this time.
I don't care if you started it or not. There are other ways other than violence. Yes?
She kind of just rolls her eyes and stays quiet.
More violence.
Come on. Might resolve this problem today.
You and Shayla take her to the Shalia. They go
Medical
to the
Med bay.
med bay.
Charlie, could you pass me the tools that I asked for?
Sure.
Thank you. Please wash your hands first. All right. Your choice if you want to be under anesthetic or not, as
Just
I'm
do it.
legally required to ask.
No, just do it so I can get these things fixed.
Try not to bite your tongue. And I asked for essentially really long tweezers
Yeah.
to reach in and then grab the connector. This is going to hurt a lot. And I immediately do it after I say that and rip it off.
Strength.
Yep.
Sorry. No. Dexterity. No. Strength minus dexterity.
Oh, so +1.
Yeah.
So 19.
Okay. Because it's precision, but you're also trying to do it like strong, so it's like you have to like plus and minus. So what did you say? 19.
Yeah.
It comes out.
All right. Could you attempt to move the leg? And if she can't, that means it's been disconnected.
The legs lights go out. That's powered down.
Yep. Wunderbar. Right. Let's see. Now to get into the nitty gritty, and I go over and grab essentially this microscope helmet thing to get closer view.
And what are
And I
you
begin-
looking at?
Where the connector is and how to fix it, essentially.
I could fix the prosthetic. Just make
Absolutely,
sure that
I'm
the
just
connectors work.
making sure nothing's
Uh,
too.
you can choose what you roll. Perception.
I'd
Oh,
say
sorry.
this-
Investigation or medicine.
I'd say medicine.
Yeah, I'd say medicine too.
Not-
Welcome to
not
Doctor
terrible.
Simulator 2023.
12.
12?
Not my best. I'm trying to see if there's any infections.
Okay, yep.
Like- Trying to make sure that the connector will work afterward.
From your look at the connector, it looks like it'll work, and there are no infections. Like you could tell, this was done to the highest
Clean,
quality.
yeah.
So
Yeah. Prop shop
you
clean.
do notice while examining though, unlike say Aiden's prosthetics, where they're connected to the end of the bone,
Mhm.
Luna's the connection actually goes up and connects halfway to what's already there.
Ooh.
So say if the prosthetic started there, right?
Mhm.
Started there.
Like
and-
visually where it starts.
Yeah, visually where it starts. So on
Inside.
Aiden, the prosthetic would start right there.
Yeah.
But
And
the
end
connectors
there.
would be all there, yes.
Yeah.
For Luna,
First goes
she's
in,
actually got the things
like-
and they go through the bone and up like all the way to where the end of that bone is.
This is highly complicated.
And what that does is increases structural stability and connectivity, so there's less input lag.
Yeah. Right. Well, nothing seems to be broken, and the nerves seem quite fine. I am slightly concerned that it goes all the way through your thigh, essentially,
It's fine.
in my personal opinion. But everything seems to be in working order. You just need to repair the connector,
But
which
I
you
better
use the 3D printer for.
I best get to the workshop then.
Yep. Do you need assistance in getting there?
She like starts setting off. I was like, no, I got it.
I give her a crutch anyway to make it easier.
She
'cause
takes
it's
it.
my job. Right.
And she makes her way to the medical office. Charlotte stays behind and says,
And notably see you again.
yeah. She makes her way out. As she's waving her prosthetic leg at you, waving goodbye. Charlie stays behind to talk to you.
Yes? Everything alright?
Was there anything unusual about her legs?
Other than the fact that they go all the way through her thigh. But nothing out of the ordinary. They seem to be more structurally sound, I would say, than most prosthetics today. More advanced than I would assume.
Huh.
And since this does not involve her personal life, so I am allowed to disclose it.
Right, right, right. It when we were out in the city, what she said was true. She didn't start the conflict.
I absolutely understand, and I don't blame you or her. But
What
it's still
surprised me was how quickly she
dangerous.
reacted. Are you sure she doesn't have military training?
I might have an idea. She'd have to agree, of course, which obviously she wouldn't now, so it might take longer. But I could check her brain, see if there's any cybernetics in there that she did not tell me about.
Right.
So maybe, as that is what I've researched about, that you can get implants that can
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
adjust your memories and increase your proficiency. But that's not very common nowadays. It's very expensive and dangerous.
Yes, it is. The when it was popular, the amount of
A
people
lot
who
of
went
people died.
psychotic because of it is ridiculous. Yes.
Yes. The strain on the mind.
Huh. I'm
Oh, by the way, the whole thing is still on my head, and it's only over my one good
yeah,
eye.
yeah. What about her wound on her abdomen?
Oh, a deep stab, but with my magical ability, it was very easily healable. Nothing to be too concerned about. Luckily, there was no terrible internal bleeding, which would have been caused by her walking around. Which, gratefully, you got her to her room, and she laid down for once.
About that.
Yes,
That happened at the start of the fight. It's complicated. She took this blade that was
computer previous scan of Luna that came in just now, and I
it
have a
comes up on the
hologram
screen.
of her moments ago, and I check for any internal bleeding.
There is no wounds, but you can see that where the gash was, the organs that were there have been moved over slightly. Like you looked at her scans from before.
Yeah.
Her like intestine stuff
She
were
had
pulled over
like
to the side.
yeah, she had humanoid-looking organs the first time I saw the scan.
And they're still there.
Now
But she has pulled her
they
intestines over to the
moved.
side. Yeah.
Okay, what? Okay, this is a new phenomena. Her organs moved out of the way.
Is that possible?
Physically, no. At least they shouldn't be, unless you're a specific kind of creature that can do that. Changelings are such a creature that can do such a thing. But she's elven in nature, so I would assume her body is humanoid.
Huh.
And none of her blood scans dictate that she is changeling of origin.
I don't know if you'd be able to tell that from a blood scan either.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
DNA.
Yeah, I suppose.
Compare it with a changeling's DNA.
Yeah. Alright. Um
This is vastly fascinating. This means she moved the organs herself.
but from my knowledge only few people have been able to do that.
Yes, very few, very highly skilled people
But
that can
she
contract and
says
move their muscles to do such a thing. I'll
let
need to
me
ask
let me know if anything changes. I've got to go
Yes,
keep an eye on
absolutely.
her.
Yeah, keep an eye on her. for
Oh,
now.
and let the lieutenant know something.
Oh yes, I'm definitely going to let him know about this.
A drow elf blood pact was formed as she walks out of the room.
I immediately go over to my computer and research what a dark elf blood pact is.
It's life for life.
Ah,
Which
in no return,
means
save my life, I will save hers.
Yes.
Kind of deal. Okay.
Oh, it's basically a life link.
Yeah.
Yep. Not literal, but like verbal.
Yeah. It's a promise
It's
that
tradition.
you save my
tradition.
life, in the future I will save your life.
Yeah.
Right. Intriguing. That's
And from your
I
time in the
begin like
academy,
comparing.
the drows that make these and they're part of Ursus, they have to be reported.
Yeah. So I will immediately write up an email about Shayla, saying she has formed a blood pact with Luna. Discuss with her at your leisure, and I send it to him. Whilst I'm comparing the past several weeks scans of Luna's body to
As you
see
go through
any
you
commonality.
you can't understand it, but she has moved her organs through like her using her muscles to pull her organs to the side.
I begin
Which
taking
roll a
notes.
history check.
Ooh,
He's going, oh, I get roll a dice.
Yay, dice!
15.
15? Okay. You remember learning from your church that there were master level monks who could
Yeah, monks have reached like the
pinnacle
pinnacle.
of physical training
Yeah.
and mental strength to be able to do that. So it does explain how she could do it, though.
Right. I begin just writing down notes, looking through my holy order books to see if there's any mention of similar happenings.
Not within the church, but you have a history book.
Yeah, I have my holy books that I took with me, the 3 volumes.
There is one that
This
mentions
thick.
a roaming nomad that visited the church once, and he performed something similar.
Intriguing. Begin writing, like copying notes for my own report to give to.
Eventually, you decide you have to start an
Lieutenant.
entire new folder for
Yep,
this one person.
Yep, I just start. New folder.
All right.
Pick up the tablet that I never use and start writing in the tablet, essentially, like computer style, just to keep track of it all. That's my
Okay.
afternoon.
All right. So now that that's done, let's raise your hand. Who wants to go next? All right.
Yep.
Ruzan,
Going
after you left the ship, you made your way to the arena, where you approach the cleric. Yeah, cleric. Clerk.
Clerk.
Right. I did this last campaign too, didn't I?
Oh yeah, you
did.
English.
I mean,
Fred was like, what?
technically you can call the staff just clerics.
I mean, like I've heard people
There's a
say that,
difference.
but I've heard
Not much.
people say that. Like that's why. All right,
For a cleric,
The clerk.
is somebody that is.
the clerk. All right, the clerk.
The quack.
And yeah, you walk up to him, and your turn.
I'm here to collect my vengeance from my fights.
Name, please.
Ruzan,
Last name.
Ursine.
Oh wow, you really did work up quite a lot of money. You've only been here for a
Yes.
week.
I fought a lot.
I can see that.
I like fighting.
Your kind usually does.
Mm.
That comes out to be a total of 5,247 credits.
Mm.
Do you have an account I could send this to?
Yes, as I pull out my credit
what?
thing.
Your watch.
Yeah.
Just wave it in front of the thing. The funds have been transferred. Is that all today?
Yes, thank you very much.
Very well. Thank you for your patronage.
Well, if I return to the city, I'll fight some more. Or if there's a tournament, please notify me if there's a tournament.
I'll add you to the notification list.
Thank you. And I head off to say goodbye to my new orc friends
Okay.
before I go back to the ship.
As you leave the arena and you head towards where their tribe has set up, yeah, it's a village in the slums. You know.
Oh, I would have seen them too then.
You want
No,
to see
so-
them too?
Yeah, no, I would have seen them
Yeah,
too.
you would have. Yeah,
When you were doing your help with the medical thing.
but you weren't there at the same time, so you have no idea.
No idea.
So you head down there and you start talking to the other orcs there.
Yes. I'd have
Uh,
a few friendly fights and then go back to ship.
Some
few,
wrestling.
few brawls, but yeah, and then you make your way back to the ship. We'll switch over then. We'll switch over to Luther. Was there anything we needed to do with you, or you wanted to do?
Got to unmute himself. Oh, he got a call. Oh dear.
He's apparently cooking.
Yeah,
He wants us to go. All right.
Yeah.
Okay,
He's
that's
talking.
fine. We'll move over to you then, Aaron. Why not?
So yeah,
Okay.
you get my email of that, and then my current report on Luna's biological functions.
Yes. In an injury report.
Yep.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah, I guess. You've had a lot of them come in the last couple of days.
So what am I currently doing?
You are currently looking through those emails, and you've probably just finished writing your
Report
reports to
to people.
people.
Right, well, first thing I'm doing, we go check on Abigail, whatever she's doing.
Yep. So you go
Yeah.
to them. They're kind of turning their area into like a
A
nest.
nest.
Yeah.
The nest, yep.
So they've started covering some of the lights and stuff, and making beds and stuff. And they're
Did you say covering the lights?
yes,
Yeah, they don't like the lights. It's a fridge, wasn't
yes, they could turn them off, but they don't know that, so they've just covered them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just leave them alone.
it? People.
Because they're now living in here, during the modifications, you also told them to turn one of the empty storerooms into a new freezer.
Yep. I'm gonna make a note down to engineering to turn off these lights.
Permanently.
Yeah. While they're staying there.
Abigail rushes over to you and drags you into the really humid room.
Uh-huh.
She's dragging you past all the others into a nest that's in the middle in the back. And within it, there's an egg.
Interesting.
Telepathically, she tells you.
Yeah, I know,
Yes.
it's telepathically.
Yeah. She says, tells you basically that this is the first of their kind to not be born in captivity, as slaves. So she's really happy about it. She also says it's not hers.
Actually.
I was gonna be concerned about that. Like,
She could feel your emotion, so she's like, "It's not mine. Don't worry."
do you need anything to look after it? Or have you got everything here?
No, we just use our body temperature to keep it safe.
Alright.
So yeah, close that. What are you gonna do now? You gonna stay there for a bit, or are you gonna go do?
I'm gonna walk down to engineering to see how the repairs are going.
Walking down to engineering. Repairs are going well. You can see they're really close to finishing up. And the head engineer comes up to me like, "And don't forget, you got to be here when we turn on this newfangled computer thing."
How long is that gonna be? How far away is that?
We shouldn't be too much for it longer now. I'll call you when it's ready.
All right.
Was there anything you needed, Lieutenant?
So the lights in the fridge need to be turned off.
The one with the snake people?
Yes, they've been covering up the lights, so I'll just get them to be turned off.
Right. I'll make a note and somebody will disconnect those as soon as possible. At this point, Luna and Shalia walk into engineering. You can see Luna's using a crutch, and she's carrying one of her legs in her hand. She stops and looks at you. Lieutenant,
Yes.
do I have permission to use an engineering workbench?
Well, you've got your guard with you, so feel free to use the bench.
Good. She walks over, sits down, and starts grabbing tools to work on her leg.
My leg.
And by the way, you're getting continuous updates of my research.
Bang,
What's
bang, 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 bang.
I've just like muted that section of
Yeah.
it.
Mute this chat log.
It's got the setting of like mute it for like 20-30 minutes. And then after that it's
Actually,
gonna
it
go
does
ding 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 ding.
Eventually, it does stop.
Yeah. I've just muted it for a time frame.
Mhm.
Until it starts going ding.
You get at least 30 more messages before I stop.
Okay.
Does Luther want to do anything? Because
Well, I asked, and then he disappeared.
I had a phone call from my granny.
Oh, your granny.
Yeah, I'm
Whenever
just gonna
I
make
get
the
a call
round.
from my grandma. It's always, "Are you smiling?" I'm like,
I'm just gonna make my rounds around the other staff members as well.
no worries. Luther, do you want to do anything?
Yes, I'm patrolling around the ship, talking to the crew.
Oh, yes, you did say that.
Hmm.
Did you want to role play with anyone in particular?
if you go in gameplay and pinned, you can see the crew's name.
No, it's okay. I wrote it all down.
But your book, but you
where
haven't.
the fuck are they?
You haven't got the book with you.
No, it's to the side of me. Where the fuck? Inventory. No, they're not in there. Party members?
Why would
There
yours?
they are. NPCs. Haha.
This should be good.
Today I think I'm going to talk with whichever guard I can find.
You can find any of them. Which one do you want?
Oh, which one's closest?
Whichever one you want.
Oh, I don't fucking know.
Pick one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, do I have a D5? No, but I've got a D4. And then... Okay, I picked 3. Erwin.
Erwin.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, the human.
I rolled a dice. It's not racist or
No.
anything.
No, it's not.
Alright, fine, I'll roll again.
No.
And it's another 3. Alright. Maybe the dice are racist.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, so you approach Erwin. Go.
Hey, how'd you enjoy the party last night?
It's good. The food was very nice.
That's all?
That's well. I was kind of on duty, so I couldn't really stick around long.
Fair enough. Okay, well, hope to catch you at the next one.
Will do, sir.
Don't do that, please.
Do what, sir?
Yes, sir.
Exactly. You know exactly what. Don't do that.
I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
Please stop calling me sir.
Oh, right. Then what do I call you, ma'am?
Luther.
Uh,
Be perfectly fine. Look at me. You really want to be calling me sir all the time?
not particularly, but rules are rules.
Then, well, hang. Fine. Order. Hang the rules.
All right. No worries, Luther.
See you around.
Goodbye.
As he walks down
As he
the
walks
hallway.
away, sir.
I'm gonna get him drunk next time.
Oh, don't get the guards drunk.
Only the ones that are off. Only the ones that are, off shift.
Okay.
You should talk to anyone else.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the bridge.
Oh no. Wait, can you get? Okay, yeah, you can get on the bridge.
Okay.
You're on the bridge.
Both
Yes, they're
bridge
both there.
crew in the. Hey, how'd you enjoy the party last night?
Uh,
Wait, this is the day after the last night we're stuck here, right?
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
How'd you enjoy the party last night?
It was good. It,
Why does everyone keep saying that?
well, we don't usually have parties on a work ship, so.
Skull.
We don't mean anything bad by it. It was just unusual.
That's the point. Relaxment.
Doesn't help the host was dead.
What?
Okay, that was
That was the whole point of it. I want these guys to relax around me.
a jab.
Sorry,
Holy shit.
relaxment.
The what? What is? Oh god. Oh, also the rat swam in the punch. Just so you know.
The rat didn't spike the punch. I did.
No, the rat swam in the punch.
Oh. Alright, I'd have to keep an eye on that for next time. I will catch you at the next one, right?
Sure. Why not?
It's not an order. It's a whatever.
We'll be there. Don't worry.
Bye.
And you can hear them. It's like the guy's like, he's a bit strange, and the woman's like, it's a nice change.
Yes, it's working.
And they turn around as the door finishes shutting, and you're like, oh.
Yes.
They saw the crack of him celebrating.
Yeah. Just as the door was about to shut, he's like, yes! Have you ever seen a skeleton get excited like that?
No,
It's just...
very
You don't
rare.
see a skeleton get excited. You hear them get excited.
Yeah. That usually ends up being bad for everybody.
Also, this... Should I say the song you put on was like... the music you put on was like... bone related.
Yep.
Yeah, like the spooky scary skeletons.
Bone
The
run.
xylophone, bitches.
Okay. I think that's enough of that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I wanted to look for the pilot.
You
Oh,
they were there. That was the bridge crew.
Bridge crew.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
bridge crew.
sorry, you mean the dropship
Pilot.
pilot? No.
Yeah,
dropship
pilot. No, it's fine.
He's doing
I'll skip
supply.
him.
He's doing supply runs.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
skip him.
he's getting food and such. And I specifically put in requests for more vegetables.
And
Alright.
hopefully we can grow our own vegetables soon.
I'm gonna return to my room and resume research. You know what of?
Yes, I know.
And just one thing, when I finished doing all my research on all the monk shit, I'd start doing a prayer ritual to a small shrine that I've dedicated in the medical bay to my deity.
It wouldn't be in your medical bay. It'd be in your
No,
quarters.
yeah, I would go in my quarters and start doing some prayer.
My nose is blocked and I hate it.
Yep.
Okay, so which is why I sound funny, by the way. My
Chop
nose
it off,
is-
be done with it.
I don't want to be Voldemort. Why would I want that? He looks stupid.
We can laugh with the quality of gods.
Sorry, how does that go?
There, that was very accurate to the way the actor did.
You're gonna have to send me a link to that because I don't really know what you're talking about.
Oh, the Voldemort actor, the guy that plays Voldemort in the movie, when he laughs like that, like
Okay.
with his mouth full open and his teeth showing.
Okay,
Like,
that's...
Fucking,
Alright,
weird.
alright.
when it does happen, it's actually quite creepy.
I'm sure it is. Alright,
Only one
so
time.
we're gonna move on from that. That's not important right now.
Yes,
These are not the jokes we're looking for.
looking for.
Okay, so Aaron, we'll step forward a little bit and get this AI started. So, Aaron, you are called to the command room, which has now been reset up. It is now a proper command control room.
Sick.
When I get there, I'm going to call everybody else. I'll leave the PA system.
Attention, everybody, to the
I
command
leave
room.
my incense burning on the small.
Woof! The shit burns down. No.
Ah!
Yeah, okay, everybody goes. Even Luna is dragged there because she has to attend.
In order.
Yep.
She still hasn't fixed her leg yet.
Okay.
If she
Just
has to
high
be-
fiving all the crew we pass along the way.
How would you high five a skeleton? What sound would that make?
Crack.
Actually, it's more of
Quack. Yeah, that's a good question. What would that be? A thud. It would be more of a thud.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a. It'd be more like a.
Yeah.
You wouldn't hear most of your actual high five. You would hear more of his bones clattering to that.
No,
Yeah.
it'd be like a.
Yeah. Just a.
Who's tapping on my wooden leg?
Yeah, exactly.
Who's rubbing his bones?
Anyway.
Excuse you?
Okay. We reached the command center.
Everybody's now here.
You called us for our next mission?
Not quite.
Is Luna still in, handcuffs?
No,
No,
he's
she
not in
is-
cuffs anymore.
No,
Okay,
but she's
fair
using
enough.
a crutch currently because she can't.
The
walk.
only reason she originally came on cuffed is because that's what she wanted.
Yeah.
She said, if I want to be on the ship, I have to be cuffed. So I dragged her onto
No,
the
I
ship.
said if you
I
want me on
commit-
the ship, I have to be cuffed.
Yeah. Which then I got
Protested.
that hotel with.
Which you now see me with a few new bruises.
Ooh.
Sweet.
Have some fun with your friends.
No, there wasn't much blood drawn.
I give him a cursory glance to see if any stab wounds or cuts are.
No,
on him.
it's bruise, blood.
No,
fist
it's
trauma.
fist.
Yeah,
yeah.
Other than the few scars left over from his fights.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's fine. All right.
Right, so you're all brought here because we're now bringing the AI online.
AI.
Hey, we have an AI.
Yes, it was
AI is
part of the
artificial
maintenance.
intelligence. This is Luna, by the way. They can
Artificial.
automate a lot of. It's a man-made brain.
I've done very small research into this because it's come up in the medical field a bit. But yes, it's a computer brain.
Yes. Think of it like the ship as a person, essentially.
We can talk to the ship and it will answer back.
For those of you who are prehistoric,
I know
giving-
very.
we're giving the ship its own personality.
Can I voice
This
it?
will be
No, I'm
fun.
joking.
Can you what?
He wants to voice it.
No,
Oh, come on.
because it'll be a women's.
Oh, I can do that.
I'm scared. Being honest.
Also, the DM needs to voice the AI when things are being answered.
Fine. Klutz can voice the woman.
Yes.
You've brought us here because you're putting something new on the ship.
Yes,
mean,
and
it
it
is-
needs a name as I bring
Oh,
over
a
like
name.
a board.
Oh.
Yeah, whiteboard with list of names. And these are our options.
Is there
yes.
an option on there that you've written already?
Yes, the option is Oracle.
It's not a bad name.
Sounds too much like a priestess.
Hmm.
You may add your options
I
to
like
this
that.
list.
Hmm.
Bloodfist.
That would be a hell of a thing to say just into the open air. Bloodfist, please answer this question.
It is not a fighter, so.
No. Well,
Each of you can nominate, like, just offer an option. So
Hmm.
pick, like,
Mother.
all right, that's an option. Write it down.
Write it
Mother.
bird. Oh, it's on the board now.
Sorry, I was watching ASDF.
How
I-
about Sanctuary?
That's not a bad one. I begin to flit through my religious text to see if there's any names that pop out to me.
Okay.
I'm afraid I don't have much ideas because most of these don't actually have names in them.
Rental.
Shut up.
Yeah, no. I quite
Seb-
like Oracle, in my opinion.
Sebastian.
What about bit? My suggestion is bit.
We can't do bit.
B-I-T.
We
Bitch.
can't do bit. It's short for bitch.
No.
How old
well,
are you?
no, but bit
This
as
comes
in
from me.
data bit.
That would be bite.
No. There are data bits.
There are
It's
There are
official. We're
bits.
naming her bite.
On the
I want to
now.
slap you really bad right now. All
Can we
right.
stop taking ideas from the skeleton now?
All right. I'll grow skin and then I'll say them.
Yes, exactly.
I'm still saying Sanctuary as this is
Sanctuary?
our home.
Pretty good
So-
one. That's a pretty good one. Bit's also not.
My
Oh.
question is, Lieutenant, how
Temporary.
lucid will the AI be?
Yeah, that's also another good question.
If it's just a basic computer program, Sanctuary works. But if it has a personality, well then it needs an actual name. Oh, my nose. Yeah.
You're quite alright there, Luna.
I'm gonna.
It's just a small nosebleed. It's fine.
Are the engineers in here, or do I need to ping them in here?
Oh, they're all in there.
Yeah, all the crew's here.
You said everybody to the control room, so
Yeah, everybody's in the control room.
everybody's in the control room.
Cool. I was
Sure.
just making sure if they weren't, off fiddling with something.
Sarah.
I'm going to.
What did you say?
Sarah.
Astera. Astera.
Sarah.
Sarah.
Esther.
Okay. Yeah, that's a nice option.
How do you spell that?
Sarah.
Well.
Ow.
Everybody's. Wait, we haven't. We
Yeah,
haven't got
it's
one
in
from Cody yet.
No. Aiden, any ideas?
I don't much care for naming things that aren't guns.
Just
Fair. Do
So
you
you're
have
saying,
a suggestion of a gun that you want to put on
But-
the board?
Aiden, this is a giant ship. It's going to have guns.
That's a fair point.
Athena then.
What was it? Kino.
Athena.
Oh,
That's a good name. That's actually quite a good name.
fuck! Now there are two really good options.
Do a
there.
Can I do a history check to see if Athena is an actual god in this world and if that's going to
Sure.
be disrespectful or not? Actually, this would be a religion check.
Yeah, it would.
It depends what she's the god of as well.
Natural 20 plus 2.
She is a god.
Not quite sure if that would be disrespectful or not to the actual deity Athena.
That's for the gods to decide, not us.
Yeah, very true, very true.
If they don't like it, they do walk among us now. You know this.
Yes, that's my biggest concern.
Now, is that going to drag her here?
That's a good question.
I'm really interested to find out.
That's yes.
What
You
what
can't
is
tell me, Mr. Religion Man, that you're not curious.
No, I said
Always
my
wanted to personally meet my deity. Yes, the deities
See.
not so much.
what's the AI program called?
That's
We
what
don't know yet.
That's what, you
but
guys are,
we're
that's what we're
discussing it.
working out.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it's so far it's ships AI, but what's the actual program?
Oh, that's a good question.
It
The
hasn't.
program itself.
It's an experimental. And honestly, they're not going to tell that to you anyway.
Expa?
Yeah, true. Expa.
No, that's
That's a bit.
no.
Too much like Xbox.
Yeah.
Mm. What's an Xbox?
Newfangled consoles.
All right. Anyway, you asked if the engineers were here. Why did you ask if the engineers were here?
Because I want to know if this AI has deep learning functionality.
Ah.
Like, can it learn on the spot?
Well, this AI is, according to the commander anyway, this is the most advanced AI we have in our organization.
Wait, so it
it's-
will learn?
Yes, it's can teach itself things. And
So-
learn from you.
It'll
Ooh.
learn from interactions. Okay.
And
So it
before
needs a
you
proper
ask, it is more than a simple computer program.
name. Yes.
It is a sentient being.
It is
It will greatly influence the name that we do pick.
99. It is 1% of being completely sentient, and that 1% is not allowed due to the laws of artificial intelligence. So it
Right.
still has to be servitude to us.
I do quite like Athena.
We could also call her Minerva.
Minerva,
No, don't like Minerva.
a bit older sounding for something that's apparently very young.
All right, so
Athena sounds good.
let's vote. In the Discord chat,
Ah,
you will see Aaron has put a list. Their position on the list, top to bottom, is 1, 2, 1. 6. Put the number you want.
In before we all vote something different.
The
This will
number.
be the thing.
don't send it in yet.
Don't send it in until
Um,
I say so.
So that's it.
Type.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Top to bottom, right?
Yep, top
There's
to bottom.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Yep.
5, 6.
So just type your number in, and when I say go, we press enter.
I don't know. That one kind of sounds like you should be ringing bells.
And if people in chat want to vote,
Alright.
Oracle is 1, Mother is 2, Sanctuary is 3,
I'm ready.
Bit is 4, Sarah is 5, and Athena is 6. So if anybody in chat wants to toss a
Vote.
coin in,
You'll count for the crew.
yes. So, has everybody got their entries ready?
I'm ready.
Ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Wow,
Wow.
it's never been so unanimous.
Yeah.
I love how the guy who didn't want to name the ship in the first place got the best
He's
name.
too curious now.
Mother.
Now out of campaign. Everybody's happy with this, right?
Yes, I am.
I was either
Relatively.
I mean, I don't really care.
Go, Aaron.
What?
You were going to say something.
it was either going to be 1 or 6. I
Yeah.
knew that from the beginning.
Yeah. So did I.
I don't know. 3 kind of sounds like we should be ringing bells.
The sanctuary.
Sanctuary!
Uh,
Bells!
sorry, what?
Every time you say the name, you have to do a church bell at the end.
Dong.
Okay.
Well, I believe it's
1, 2, Sanctuary. Don't.
This isn't Borderlands 2, okay?
Did people in the chat vote?
They left.
Ah.
Yo, you want to vote? No, we'll leave instead.
To be fair, he's usually here to watch Brian Monster and stuff. so-
They have a phobia of democracy.
Well, anyway, so
No, you can't say that. You cannot say that. I thought it was funny, but then I realized you can't say that.
Technically, he's already said it.
Oh,
well,
look.
Just don't save the VOD. And it doesn't exist.
Unfortunately, I have to.
anyway.
I'll have to edit it out. No, I'm lazy. Okay, so.
Just a cut.
Like a 2-second cut.
Yes. So.
So,
Now that
Athena.
Yes, and after picking the name, I'm going to boot it up.
you turn it on, what appears
Is
is
it just a voice, or does it have an image?
Yeah, it doesn't.
we're
have
getting
face.
to it.
Oh.
What appears on the screen is like a digital cube, and it speaks to you in a very robotic voice. assign designation to this unit.
Athena.
Identification,
Pompeii.
and it repeats what you said in your voice. Athena, accept it. And then every light on the ship shuts down.
Mess it up.
About 20 seconds later,
It boots back up.
it reboots with
Image. I'm expecting image.
I'm fucking working on it.
I know. You're taking forever, so I'm expecting image.
It's the image I posted in other.
What did you post in the other?
Him burning.
No, him dancing, cooking.
It's Luther in the kitchen. Oh, my pen.
And then Klutz just pulls out a Hatsune Miku.
Oh no, not again.
Fuck that.
Why are these all robot heads? These are not what I want.
Holy crap, he actually is looking for Miku.
Why would no?
I believe I made a mistake.
Yes.
As I'm standing in, as we're all standing in this dark room.
Hang on.
He's
hang
looking for a
on.
Greek warrior ass.
That's a good option. Hang on.
Be some crazy shit if the head actually looks like the goddess Athena, and then we're like, ah,
Well, that's not going to be too confusing.
Then one day when we actually see the face of the goddess Athena walking down the street, we're like, oh shit.
Oh no.
Ship!
God.
What are you doing here?
Shit.
I am not your ship, heretic. Oh shit, it's the real one.
fucking brings a hammer of dawn on top of our ship. Blowing it up.
Okay, Aaron, I'm gonna send you 2 images and you have to pick it.
Ooh,
Oh, yay. DMs.
Oh,
Cool.
you get 2 presets, Aaron.
What was that?
You get 2 presets.
You have this one, or
Oh.
you have
this one.
What?
this one.
I mean, that first one's looking pretty good.
I don't see.
Aaron's gonna pick the one
Yeah,
with bigger boobs. Come on.
We're not
Set
saying
me up.
he's
I'm gonna go with the top one.
Top one.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me see if I can find another one.
What's the boobs or the ass bigger?
Neither.
it's a head, I would assume.
Gotta give her a big ass, boy.
It's a head.
I mean, if we're gonna get a holographic AI, might as well make it hot.
There are no tits and ass on a holographic head.
Now, what you do is you make it the biggest tit option, blonde hair, and then it comes out, no tits, brunette. What the fuck happened?
Incorrect values inserted.
You freaking degenerate.
Setting 1 selected for all.
Or you have this chick.
And a third option.
Yes, because I just found it and it fits way better
Oh,
than
wow.
the other two.
Did Klutz put out a 3rd option because the first 2 were that bad?
They were,
No,
they were
just
pretty inappropriate.
one.
This one fits a lot better.
It does.
I'll see if I
And
can
the
find
head-
a better version of it.
Yeah, we're definitely keeping the purple here, though.
Okay, that's fine.
Of course, he chose purple.
I have found a full body of pick. I'll send that to you. It's got writing on it though.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Well, since this is going to take a little bit, I'm going to be back in just a minute.
There we go, this one will work. Copy image. How about this one, Aaron?
When it sends.
Oh no, she's in the wrong outfit.
That is the wrong outfit. Actually, how bad is the wrong outfit?
I think it's the same outfit. I just don't like how she's posed. Or we could use this one. It's the same character.
We're not loads.
I'll just send those last three.
I mean, honestly, I'd go with the first one out of the bottom three.
Yeah, alright. We'll do that one.
Even though it's got the writing on it, it fits more.
The what one?
The
One where it's just a portrait.
yeah.
My knees kill.
Why?
You
What are you
alright?
doing?
They
Oh,
freaking crack.
I got drunk and fell over yesterday, and I've been walking with them all fucking day, so they kill.
Alright,
Why did you do
this.
that?
I'm gonna put it in world details.
I tripped on my brother, who was also drinking, and he was on the ground already.
Jeez,
This
maybe
is
you
your
shouldn't-
new AI,
Maybe you shouldn't drink so much.
Athena.
World details. Okay.
As everything lights back up again, this person is standing on the holographic table.
Oh, hello.
Greetings.
Good evening.
Hi.
I told you he
Yes!
picked the one.
No, out of the other options, those are the small ones.
Oh, those are the small ones. Okay, I can't
Trust
wait to
me
see
on
the big
this.
ones.
Those were the small option.
Look, I actually did get a picture of Athena, but he didn't want that one.
That was a small option?
Let's get over it.
What happened?
It honestly fits the AI better than any
Yeah.
other options. So this is what we're going with.
Well, very
Oh,
nice to meet you, Athena. I believe it's designate Trowlin, if you don't already know that.
I already know your name.
Great.
Trowlin, Luther, Ruzan, Aiden, and I don't know you. She's pointing to Luna.
Designate friendly Luna.
Okay,
Luna
you don't
friendly.
have to talk to me like that. I am.
I'm, as you know, I'm not quite.
Yes,
on the
it's just
techno-
weird hearing you talk like that.
He's
Oh.
ancient.
Yes, I'm old.
As she turns around and sees you, Aaron. Oh, Lieutenant. Hello. I mean, Grassitz. Lieutenant Grassitz. Oh, she's like, I can't believe I'm bugging off on the first day.
Nobody gets my name right. It's absolutely fine.
Trust us, we were trying to get used to it. It's not
No.
that hard, but that's from.
I'm not even trying to say it.
As per, ordered, procedure, I identify myself as an.
He's having a stroke on her first day.
I'm a AI with 80%
Learning
human.
capability, yes?
Yes, I'm built on a scan of a human brain.
Right.
So I am capable of learning and everything the same as you are, although I can't act freely
Upon-
to a certain extent.
Yes.
Do we
Right.
know which human?
I don't either. Apparently it was some powerful mental... a monk, apparently.
Hmm.
They have strong minds, so apparently the scientists thought he'd be the best option.
Which monk?
I
He.
don't know.
I don't
You think
believe-
they tell me? They still see me as a computer.
Oh, absolutely, understandably.
As I'm
But-
sure all of you will as well, but that's not important.
Oh, you have a face and a voice. Therefore, you have an opinion on the ship.
Well,
in my personal experience.
honestly, she examined herself. I didn't really know what I'd look like.
Yes, it seems quite nuanced and just happened.
The program says that I take the appearance most fitting to the name given.
Well,
As such, my personality modifies as well. You'd have to talk to the people who made me for that.
absolutely, but that's beyond question, and we're not in the current
So if
circumstance.
we,
And and before you ask any more questions about how I was made and everything, do you know where I've been posted? They wiped all that information,
Right.
so they can't be a leak or something.
I do know that information, but it is privileged information.
Classified, of course.
so if we went with my option, that would have been weird.
Yes.
It would have been actually.
And I begin to wipe the whiteboard.
It's like,
Right.
ooh. So
Well, it's very nice to have you on the crew.
thank you. I won't know my extent until the commanding officer designates them through the interface.
Absolutely. I look.
I have
towards
more
the-
free access at the moment because this is the introduction program, so it'll change within a day.
Well, if you need anything, let us know.
Sure.
Yes, you can always
Likewise.
request. You can always request access depending on what you need.
Unfortunately, I can't do that, Lieutenant.
How are you with geography?
I have access to all level maps and underground charts.
Even historical?
For the most part, yes. Anything within the last, well, since the computer was invented, I have access to.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
So the last 100 years?
Yeah, roughly.
But are you able to find older maps?
If I have direct access to one of the great libraries, I probably access them.
If we were to find one, should we?
Wow, that's loud.
Yeah, you are
Yeah, no.
Wow, that was loud. Holy shit.
Jesus Christ!
Not my fault.
Raisin, what the fuck?
Inside voice return.
That is an inside voice, yes. Alright, go again.
If we were to find an old map, then they could learn it. But
Oh, yes.
otherwise, no.
Well, if you actually have an old map, I can scan it and then cross-check it and locate it where it is in current maps.
Yeah, I begin pulling up my 3 giant books.
And there's just
I
a big
will scan
plume
the-
of dust that comes up.
I can scan them, but at the moment it'll take a little while.
Absolutely.
That whole thing, and she points to the back corner of the command room. You can still, it's still being set up. It's not quite
Right.
ready.
I
yet.
will get to it when it is completed. Please notify me. That would be great. Because there are quite a few old maps in these books, just in general, that I actually would like some information upon.
Okay, Aaron, while those two are talking, do you want to go over to the AI control panel and start setting that up?
Yes.
Okay, so inside the panel, you have obviously the options of how much free will it has, how it
Rebellious
speaks,
teen.
like how it speaks. Does it, speak robotically, or does it have fluent language like it does now, like with emotion and
Install sarcasm.
Yeah,
that is an option probably, but instead of
It's-
installing, you have to
it's
teach it.
Italian.
You can select how much it's able to learn, so only what it's told or naturally absorbed information. It's up to you how intelligent you want this AI to be.
Customized to the personality.
basically.
I'll message you. I won't tell them how much access I'm giving it.
Absolutely.
You also have the option to leave it as is, and it's completely autonomous, and it can do what it wants, but it still has to do what it's asked.
Athena has access to the whole ship, right?
Yes.
Yep. In the internet.
So everywhere in the ship,
Yes.
she has access to.
And
Yep.
she disappears off the table and appears on your watch.
This actually could be quite handy on missions.
Instead of being like a projection on the screen, it's actually her holographic image. Like she's standing on
Except
your
for me,
watch.
where she just appears in my.
Yeah, she just
HUD.
appears in your HUD.
Oh no, she just appears in my eyes.
Not like directly in front of your eye like this. No, she'll
It's
project
like-
herself onto a surface around you.
She will look like
So,
standing in the room.
Yeah.
Other
I'm sorry.
than-
You need protection.
I just
Other
want to be
than-
careful what I put in my pockets.
Other than the AI, do we have any other tasks at hand?
Yes, that's actually another good question.
At this stage,
World, old world, old world.
you've been ordered to, once your ship's modifications have finished, you want to make your way to,
The northern mountain range, right?
yes, of the old world, yes.
Yes. Whereabouts?
Just
North.
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 It's known as that because it's the largest mountain in the north of the old world. That's essentially where you're going.
North.
You're quite alright, Luther.
I like the north.
His research indicates that he is looking forward to heading to the old world.
Did you happen to take a strange flower by chance?
Yes and no.
What do you mean? He's a flower picker. He picks up any
I
kind
have
of
plenty
flower.
of flowers, but none of which would affect me, even if they did.
No, I once found a what's the term? Psychedelic
Psychedelics.
mushroom. Yes, it was quite an interesting experience.
That's a mushroom, not a flower. I don't think he picks
You know
those.
psychedelics before?
Hey, they're pretty fun. Guy.
Okay.
As the other oldest person in the room, he looks at you judgingly.
Well, I didn't know what it was. I was cooking
You
it
just
with my
picked the
food.
mushroom on the ground and ate it.
Yes, it
In
seemed
the
fine.
doctor's mind, he's just like, "Oh, this joke managed to survive these centuries."
Yeah, like he's like, what the fuck?
You know the good mushrooms come from the cow fields.
That's an interesting question. Would you be affected by psychedelics?
Probably not.
I
Can
can.
always find out.
And she read a piece on the table. I can order some, and you can test it.
I don't know if
What
we
would
should
happen?
legally go on to that path. We'll find it when we find it.
Now, see, even if you could legally order it, imagine how the commander will receive the report. Your
Exactly.
men and black
Commander
ordered
receives a
something.
receipt.
While you guys having this conversation, Aiden, she pulls up your software on the main hub and shows it to you. Did you know there are gaps in your system's program? I can
You
see
can
it's
fill
been-
my gaps anytime. I'm just kidding. Uh,
Can you not,
Yeah.
please?
Let's not go
yeah, I
down.
just nod. I just nod.
I can see that it's been patched before, but it still looks incomplete.
Everything all right, Aiden? You seem distracted.
No,
More
it's on
than
the
you.
table. Everybody can see it.
Oh. Oh,
Oh,
whatever that means, as I gesture to all the numbers and letters.
oh, sorry. Did you not want me to show this? As she starts closing it, and she closes it. Never mind.
You know, Aiden, respond.
Yeah.
Be nice.
Speak.
I think he's stunned.
Yes, that's quite a
Yeah.
sudden reveal. But anyway, thank you for the suggestion, and it's nice to know that you can order things.
Well, they have to be
What can
approved
you
still,
do?
but
What can you do? Is
I still have to wait for my
yes, the whole table thing over there. Yes,
which you see. Grazit's over there is just not
Winston.
Grazit's fucking
Gwynson.
Listen,
Gwen.
Gwen.
If it's too hard, just call me Lieutenant.
I don't know, but it's so hard.
Lieutenant, we have a problem.
So, can we head to the mountains yet?
I believe that is our next mission. And how long, estimately, would that take?
I want a challenge in a fight.
It'll take us roughly 2 days to get there because the engines will still be configuring, so only half of them will be running at a time. But we can't leave yet because apparently they're not finished. They're
Absolutely.
still finishing up the installation of
But it's nice to get an E ETA.
Lieutenant.
Rusa,
The AI is talking to you, Aaron.
Yes, Athena. What is it?
Why are weapons on the installation list?
Oh,
Because
it's useful.
we will need to defend this place at some point. and with like some defenses.
Oh, okay. I thought this was a non-combat ship. That's all.
Oh, you don't know much about what we do you?
I was told this is a Black Ops mission, and that
Yes,
Uh,
this is a
Don't worry,
classified.
I can teach you how to fight.
I
this is a-
don't need to fight. Thank you.
This entire mission is classified, essentially.
Yes, well, in general, we might be dealing with things that can fly. So,
Also,
Just
there's an
in case.
option on the AI control panel. She's not allowed to communicate to other sections, like other departments. So, like, she can, but you can set like she can't describe the mission or anything related to it.
Yeah.
That's not possible.
classified settings.
Yeah.
Incognito.
Not quite. No, not to that extent. That would mean she can't communicate off the ship at all. Anyway,
Anyway,
so
Well,
I think that's the
Well-
end of the meeting.
yes,
Is
if that's
Aaron-
everything.
Aaron's
I'm-
character's off doing something.
yes.
I'm working underneath
Mr. Khan,
working the
Can
table.
I speak to you?
Who?
Ruzan.
Oh,
Nah.
yeah. You
What?
I bring him aside and then I pull up a mapping I've done of the area around the Red Phoenix territory.
yeah.
Odd.
What's this?
You said you were looking for a fight. I've
A
managed to find a
challenge, yes.
Assuming we succeed on this one, we might find ourselves with some advanced equipment.
With my passive perception, can I hear what they're discussing?
What's your passive perception now?
18.
Are you
Well,
trying
I'm
to be
not-
quiet?
He might-
No,
he
no,
might
not
be,
you,
but
not you. Are you two trying to be like quietly talking?
No, we're just talking to the side.
Okay.
I'm a natural loudspeaker, so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so, you
there's
can,
no tank when he's around.
you can hear, you can hear him.
I approach. What are you discussing?
Violence.
Oh, wonderful.
What kind?
And potentially high amounts of profit, including advanced medical technologies.
That would be useful on the ship, considering that we don't have a lot. What are you discussing here? As I look at the map.
Mm-hmm. He has yet to explain it to me.
At this point, Luna also is
That's
over here
the
listening.
entry route that we might be preferring to use when we decide to visit.
Again, when we come back, obviously.
Yes. These kinds
what
of
This-
visits require plans.
So what
These are
is-
the sewage tunnels beneath their building, but there are also multiple alleyways that come with entrances on multiple levels.
What about
so
the
my-
rooftops?
That's a good question.
As
As I
Luna
look
walks over.
Luna
Why hops over?
hops over. Yep. I offer my shoulder if she wants to hold on to something.
She's good.
We could definitely approach on rooftop, but I would definitely recommend either in the brightest of day or the darkest of night, not in between.
Oh, absolutely. That's very obvious. and
What
very
about is the street big enough to fit
true.
about
You know, it's enough.
30 fighters?
Yeah,
30.
who are we fighting? Whom is this group?
It looks
No,
like
I
fire.
have some friends that will come along.
We have a group of criminal elements here that are abusing their technology. So I figured it might be fun to confiscate them.
Well, I mean, it is within our right to confiscate illegal arms and materials.
Except I don't believe they will submit to a willing
Of course,
confiscation.
which
Therefore,
then
we shall be a
becomes-
bit more persuasive.
Yeah, this then becomes a raid.
What's the payout?
Probably high tech, I assume.
Yes,
Yes,
am I being
that-
paid for this?
You're welcome to keep whatever you find interesting.
Hmm.
Deal. I'm in.
I would not be opposed.
I need some special parts for my new options as well.
Yes, I need some parts as well.
The medical bay is very thin for help
Athena, are you able to calculate our optimal entrance point?
So you send the plans that you have
No,
to.
she comes
No,
over to
she-
you guys.
We're getting
Okay.
into levels of Star Trek that shouldn't be possible.
Yeah, pretty much. We're getting into Star Trek territory here. It's
Right,
like,
I sent you a thing.
Okay. It's a long thing, isn't it? Ah!
well, anyway, what does Athena currently say before the update happens?
Okay. She looks at the map.
So
You have three
optimal-
options. You have one sewer entrance that's accessible through the mountain range to the north. You follow it from the bottom side on the out, which will be a river access, and you have to walk a couple of clicks to get from there to under the building, at which point you can either go through the access ways or blow your way through the floor.
Right.
Alternatively, you walk through the front door, but that's not really an ideal option for anyone.
Oh yes, I like the front door.
Or you have this building to the northwest. If somebody with fast enough and enough physical strength were to jump from here to this window washer platform, you could probably gain access to one of the higher floors.
Right. I would not suggest the front door, obviously, as Athena has stated. Considering we do not know what they are handling at the moment.
Yes, that's a good point. Technology does give them an advantage.
Yes, currently. But
I
if we
would,
were to
I would
surprise,
jump. I would jump into the Russian thing.
yes, why not take 2 entry points? The sewers and the roof. Roof. The
Okay, Aaron, can you pin that for me?
I can absolutely do that. There we go.
we should probably get the
I would
lieutenant.
suggest that I'll head with Lola across the roofs.
I put that last bit in because it definitely needs to be in there.
The
You-
sewers
Okay,
probably
so
accommodate
let
the-
me tell you
I-
something about that, Aaron. Only
I-
you have the power to override,
Yeah, we're not.
Yes.
We're not clearance level high.
unless
Well-
you say earlier that other people do. At the moment, only you can override it.
Unless we still
Yes,
code somehow.
I can give her
No,
access to.
it's nothing to do with codes. It's biometrics.
Biometrics.
Oh, so chop off the hand. Okay.
And,
That's an option.
and imitate his voice. And imitate his
Imitating
voice.
Yeah, those range of options. Anyway, we should probably get the lieutenant involved in this, shouldn't we? In my personal opinion, I don't think he would be against this.
I heard my name. What's going on over there?
Aaron, I need to ask with what you just sent me. Is she allowed to help with tasks not related to the mission?
Yes.
Yes. So she is allowed to do anything she wants except what's described there.
Lieutenant, we were just discussing a plan that Aiden has presented to us that may be lucrative for the ship, as well as the crew.
Which is
What's the gang called? I look to Aiden.
Red Phoenix.
Yes, this gang called themselves the Phoenix seems to have a very high, substantial count of technology that may assist us in our future endeavors.
It sounds like a
That is
stupid
quite-
name.
Yeah, yes. That seems quite illegal, so we would be within our legal rights as our thing to confiscate their items. No?
refill our supplies of an illegal group.
Yes.
To be fair, Lieutenant, Commander did say recently that you have to start resourcing your own supplies.
Yes, he did, which is why this is sounding very interesting.
It is.
I
Tina, could you
swipe
bring
off
us up
my
to the table, please?
system, and the map just blows up in full in the main projector.
Yep.
And Athena goes
Athena
over there,
Some
And-
very interesting options.
takes the map you took, and then rebuilds the surrounding areas using her map data. So it's a very high res map now.
Yeah. We now have a map of basically that whole 2-block area.
Yeah, and it's very detailed. So, and she then draws out on it the different access routes she pointed out earlier.
How would you describe this group, Aiden? In terms of capability.
They're inexperienced. Although they have the technology, they do not know how to use it well. It will be an easy grab for us if we can catch them by surprise.
And we have been presented with two options: a window entry as well as a sewer entry, which I think we should take advantage of both.
You also
Is
have the
that
front
the-
entrance as well, except
Yes.
as said before, that was unadvisable. However, Ruzan seems to think it's a wonderful idea.
Is the building a cover for anything, Athena?
One moment, please, and you can see all this data just and just starts scrolling really quickly. No, it's
Very.
simply used as residential. It's owned by a company called.
Mm.
Checking back, it's owned by a company called Tamagotchi Housing. It's a sub. It's a cover building. It's a cover name. It's actually owned by one of the um, big corporations that run this city. But
Yes.
it's
So
being.
Red Phoenix Tamagotchi housing.
It's a really strange name. I have a feeling his son came up with the name, as it is
Well,
under his name.
Are we out of town?
No, you're still in the.
We're
You're
still
in the
this
dry.
city. We're discussing creating a building in the city which has a lot of
Alright.
tech.
So we're still at Crater
Yes.
City.
Yeah, we're still at
I'm not entirely opposed to Ruzan's idea. The main
Yeah.
entrance we could use to set up a distraction.
Yes,
I'm not sure if the tunnels from the sewers is enough to fit the 30 fighters he mentioned. So he might choose to bring them in the front door while the rest of us sneak in through the top and see what we can get.
Let me-
what would these
Would
fighters
you
be?
like
Are
me to run a
they,
simulation?
Yes, actually, that would be very useful, Athena. Could you run a simulation of the Ruzan's idea of breaking in and as a distraction? What would the casualty count of Ruzan's?
And you can see it play out in front of you. If 30 individuals of the same build as Razan were to storm the front, the chances of success are 46%.
Terrible odds.
At most, given the firepower that they are rumored to have, your group would make it to the third floor, but that's about it. Once there, you would run into some automated turrets, presumably some explosive weapons and such, which hand-to-hand combat cannot deal with.
Absolutely.
However, if we take in Aiden's idea, then you can see
We
she's
can utilize EMP grenades.
Yeah. Right, we also have EMP grenades. That's useful.
if we split the group into multiple directions, we have Ruzan and his friends attack from the front. Instead of entering the building, they lure them out and start a confrontation at the front, luring most people out of the building. Meanwhile, another team will access from beneath through the sewers, blowing a hole in the bottom of the building, which would take out whoever was waiting to go out the door. While the last team would enter through the window, taking out
Dearly.
the stragglers that remained, or who were too cowardly to confront the enemy.
This
Um,
seems like a decent plan so far.
However, who we pick for which task will greatly determine their success.
Obviously, Ruzan is in the front, distracting them and bringing them outside.
Autofill to increase our chances of success to the maximum possibility.
Yes.
She looks at Athena. Looks at you, Aaron. Do I proceed?
Output.
Yes, you can
No.
proceed.
She then puts labels on all the routes. You can see, Aaron. Sorry,
Lieutenant.
Oh, that's much better.
Sin?
Gwison, Luna, and the other one is unknown because we don't know who else will go there. We'll go the window route because they're the most athletic. In the front entrance, you'd have Ruzan and Trallin because Trallin can heal.
I can heal the group and make sure they
In
don't
the underground
die.
passage, you'd have Luther and
Luther
Aiden because he can carry the explosives.
Yep.
To blow a hole in the bottom of the building.
Oh, I don't know. Luther has a lot of ribcage space.
I mean,
Yeah,
you know. I mean, what I mean is, you know how to work the C4.
Yeah, Luther's the smuggler. Okay, we smuggle things inside Luther.
Okay, that's
Anyway,
Yep.
but anyway, so the plan so far that's being discussed is I'm with Ruzan at the front, healing the group, making sure nobody dies.
Essentially, minimizing damages will be your role.
Yes. as
Oh no,
always.
damage control.
As always. And then Luther, Aiden, the lieutenant, and Luna, and one other, I would assume one of the guards, if we want to get our crew involved.
Shalia
And
steps
I
forward.
look,
I'll go.
thank you.
Her name is
That'd
then
be
put
very
on
helpful.
that list.
And so far, this doesn't seem like a terrible plan.
The main thing
Hmm.
with this plan is, and I may be new, and I'm sorry if I'm being too
Oh, no, speak your mind.
chaotic. The time when we do it is very important.
Very much so.
My
What would-
suggestion is early night, not late night, because we want them to come out. So
Ooh,
if we do early
look,
night,
well,
so
14.
around 8-9 o'clock, should mean everybody's back in the building, but not asleep.
Yes.
Which means the people at the front won't be pinched by a returning
Has
group.
this all been calculated with the chance of local authorities being involved?
I've already thought of that. I will put in a block on the area.
That would be very
These
helpful.
are specifically assigned to groups like Black Ops units. They're given a code that they can instigate on an area, and all officers know not to enter that area.
Very helpful. Thank you, Athena.
Assuming we have one.
Yes, I looked to the lieutenant. Would you be able to ask the commander if we do have access to such codes?
1 second. As I step away to send off a message.
This is turning into a heist. Holy fuck! I was
So
not
far, this
expecting
is-
this.
This is-
I
this
was
is
not
turned into
expecting
quite an
this.
interesting plan.
I'll be honest, I actually was not expecting this.
Athena, could you calculate the profits that we would gain from this?
Unable to calculate.
Uh,
As we don't know what they've actually got.
Absolutely.
The value of the building itself, but we can't claim ownership of that.
Obviously, that would be the buyers.
Ah!
You seem a bit
Okay,
stressed.
okay.
You quite all right?
Aaron, you're going to reply almost instantly.
Yep.
It has a code.
Sick.
Yep, I'm gonna ping that forward immediately to Athena.
Yep.
Code
Yes,
confirmed.
we'll destroy that building so it can't be used.
Well, I don't believe we have the rights to destroy
Well,
the building.
technically we already are. We're blowing a hole in the bottom of the building.
Yeah, we are
so-
blowing a hole into the bottom of it, though.
We're making it structurally unstable, but
Yeah.
not destroying it completely.
Falls
I
down
would
afterward, that's not a
We
problem.
didn't. Okay. So hear me
Why?
out. I would prefer if we didn't blow up the building, because
Yes.
not only will they have the cybernetics on them that the building will collapse upon, there may also be storages of cybernetics that we can access and would
Yes.
preferably be damaged.
Calculating
Yes,
calculating mission success without EMP. Except
Why?
Acceptable. Luther, are you alright? You seem a bit...
Why are we blowing up a building?
Resources!
For resources.
Oh.
We're restocking our ships.
Yes,
By
considering that
stealing.
our...
we're
Yeah,
not
Can't
stealing.
commander
put in an
that
order
we-
to command or something?
We got
This is
permission.
me being Luna now, not
Yeah.
Athena. We're taking it off of them. It's a repossession. We're authorities. Those are criminals. Isn't that what we do?
Yes.
Well,
I
it's
have-
not,
I have-
It's not repossession. It's just stealing.
Well, it
Well, two
is.
cats.
No,
No,
it's
it-
repossession.
It's repossession.
Who really cares?
They are a bandit organization group. We have full authorization from the commander to stock up our own supplies however we see fit.
And we are seeing
Okay.
fit to steal these supplies.
Confiscate. We're not going to use the word steal here. We're confiscating supplies.
From
Confiscate.
people that don't need it.
Yes.
Yes.
Fair enough.
And from your description of the maiden, there are apparently rich children that are rebelling against their parents.
Ooh, I'll
All
bring
right.
the belt.
Whoa, hang on.
Getting to last long.
No, okay. This suggestion we use non-lethal.
Yes, absolutely.
munitions.
I'll
Yes.
give him a good.
Should we
smack.
accidentally kill one of these corporations' heirs,
It would
there's a high chance we'll get massive repercussions.
backlash, yes.
Don't worry.
So,
Over my dead body.
Me and my people know how to use our fists.
Was that meant to be a joke? I'm not used to jokes. This is Athena.
What was meant to be a joke?
He said
Oh,
over my
great.
dead body,
Oh,
but he's already
yes.
dead.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, it's dry humor, as he tries to put it.
Yeah,
Yes,
if anyone's
it's-
dry, it's me.
He's got dead humor.
was that
No,
also a joke? I don't.
Yes,
You'll get it
that is very much.
eventually. Trust me. It
Yeah,
took
she
us a while.
doesn't know what humor is yet.
Well,
We'll
we could
teach you.
eat,
We'll
it
teach
could
you.
probably get broken in a couple of punches.
Yes, but
Well,
from
I know
the
some of you use firearms, so why don't we use non-lethal munitions?
yes,
just for
non-lethal
just-
munitions would be
just
a
for
very
this
good idea.
mission.
I'll bring my favorite sword.
Yes, preferably a blunt sword. Yes,
He's gonna bring a wooden one.
Yeah, blunt.
Luther, we are trying not to get in trouble. That's
So
what we're
nice.
discussing here.
I haven't killed anyone yet. Why would I start now?
Yes, I know, but just make sure you don't actually stab them to the point where
I
they
have no desire to stab anybody
So,
Good.
to death.
I'll keep an eye on them.
club them.
so me being Luna now. So, Lieutenant, do we do this
I'll use
before or
my
after
fist.
we leave the Northern Mountains?
I'd say we do it before, no?
Yes.
Was there a time limit for us to arrive at the destination?
No.
Well,
The only problem being is that the destination we are going to has a rift, and it is open.
No. We're.
Maybe.
It's got a potential of a rift. A rift.
Yeah. So
Oh,
it
how
could
about
be anything
we-
from 10 minutes from now to days.
How
we-
about we do this plan tonight and then we'll go off tomorrow?
tonight's a
Yes.
bit short notice, isn't it?
It's a bit short notice. Let's try to do it tomorrow.
But that's
Very
taking
good.
too much time.
Yes, it's taking too much time, but we are just discussing this plan. Yes?
I
And
think we
I
can do
don't doubt your proficiency with your friends, but I doubt they would agree to a plan that's half cocked up in an afternoon.
Well, I'll tell them that.
Look, we've already got the code already.
Yes.
The code's expiring. Let's go.
Athena's like,
Athena,
mission-
would it
if
be
we do it
too short
tomorrow,
notice?
it'd let us set up, the area, and we could put instruments in place before the time of the operation, so we could move out the explosives down there and leave them, so they're
And
ready
anyway,
when we start.
Last minute calibrations to the ship will make us more efficient to get to our next destination. No, Athena?
This is correct. Yes.
Fine.
Can I walk past them and see what happens?
Is that
That is a
another
fair
joke?
Walking past.
No, no joke.
No,
I mean,
Um,
you're not
Think of it as
invisible.
reconnaissance.
You're
You-
not
that is
invisible, Mr. Luther. Yeah, Luther.
One of those, yes.
Look, I'm trying.
Luther, you're on the stealth mission through the sewers with Aiden.
Exactly. So they won't see me when the all hits off anyway.
True. You'll be dealing with whoever's inside.
You're not invisible, so what you're thinking of? No, they will see you. They're not.
You
They don't.
They'll see you and go, "What the fuck is that?"
Just saying, it'd be pretty
Athena.
funny if we start the whole thing with me inside.
Well, no,
Technically,
you need to go underground several kilometers. So we need you underground.
Okay.
That's part of the plan. Sorry. Me and
That's all right.
Ruzan will do what you technically suggested.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Athena.
Next time. Next time we're trying to do something like this.
Shall I carry a spare of explosives just in case?
Don't leave
would be
explosives in
wise.
the middle of the street is a good idea. I can only do so much.
It's all right. The lieutenant and I will carry some.
Yes, absolutely.
Athena,
Yes, Aiden.
are you able to
Changing
identify
tone on the
location
fly.
where we can
It's really hard to do
Activate the
voices when
turret.
my nose is blocked. Sorry,
Apparently your
what
nose
was
is
that?
blocked a lot.
Are we able to locate the location where we can deactivate the turrets on the upper levels?
They're,
Or perhaps a way
remote,
to cut off the power supply?
they're remotely operated, so they're operated from somewhere out off site, which means their control points are not actually in the building.
What about cutting the power?
That would be a good idea.
She pulls up a like a holographic image of the turret. These turrets are battery powered. They're ZX30s, so they're meant to work in the. They're designed to go in banks. So if there is a power
What about
outage,
the turrets
they'll-
targeting systems? And we
if we had the correct hack, we could probably break through. But building a hack that complicated on the fly will be difficult, even for you.
What about you?
I'm not allowed to leave the ship.
You're not leaving the ship. You're simply seeing what I'm seeing.
Huh.
Are we allowed to?
I didn't think of that.
Lieutenant Gwynson, are we allowed to have Athena within our computer objects?
I mean, I can connect to them, but I never thought of doing what. Technically, that doesn't break the rules. Huh.
She has access to my eyes.
Learning.
Well,
Well, as I said, she was just brought online, so yes.
well, Athena, I believe you being on this mission will help us significantly.
Well,
No?
then I will be remotely connected to her devices during the mission then. As apparently that doesn't break the rules, I can do that with no problem.
We have a surprise visitor.
Oh, hello.
Okay, the way the camera is makes her eyes look completely black, so it was a bit
Yeah,
creepy
a
for
little
a
bit
second.
scary.
Oh no.
I scared
gonna
her off by
murder-
waving. What was that about?
What? Yeah.
That's my
Right?
little sister.
Yeah, what does she want?
She said hi. She was away for the weekend.
Oh, okay. Hello,
She's gone.
sister.
Oh, wow.
person. Okay.
Yes, I'll go and speak to my friends.
Yes, that would be a very good idea.
Are you coming with me, Charlie?
Yes, I will come and assist.
Lisa, you're with me.
Okay.
Do we know the model of these turrets?
Yeah, they're ZX30s. She just said that.
Okay, I'm going to ping off another email to
To the commander.
yeah, we'll go with the commander. Yeah, okay.
Oh,
Sure. The commander.
Real sneaky, Aaron. That's yeah.
The commander.
You should have just said yes.
Are we bringing any of your snake friends?
I believe we can.
What do you
make them
mean,
happen.
snake friends?
No?
Everybody on board is here.
Oh, right. We did not designate them on the ship. We have a group of technically foreign.
The only one that needs to be authorized within the system is Abigail.
Yes. So that's up to you, Lieutenant.
Well, there's no control panel where they're staying, so she can't access it anyway. So
So
she can't even go in there and see who's in there.
there would be a camera, wouldn't there?
No, they were deactivated.
Ah,
Along with the lights, because they cut all power aside from the
Yeah.
cooling to that room.
The cameras were cut for privacy.
Unless you want to watch snake people lay eggs.
Okay.
Are they like chickens? They push one out every day.
No.
they're like snakes.
All right, jeez.
Anyway,
Anyway.
I'll ask Trout, he's a medical.
It was this the chef in me thinking.
No.
you're not cooking the snake
Oh,
people's eggs.
Well, not if they're
We are
fertilized.
not
Definitely
cooking.
not.
We are not cooking snake
Christ.
people's eggs.
Anyway.
You know, chicken eggs are just chicken periods.
Yes. Yes.
Why do you have to say that while we're on stream? You're
Anyway.
a fucking degenerate.
Anyway.
The more you know.
Me,
Oh my
me and
god.
Ruzon are heading to the orc tribe to get them to assist.
Until we meet again.
Until we meet again, He-Man. Ah!
Yeah, me and Ruzon are off to go talk to the orcs to get them in onto this plan.
Yep.
Which of us has the better
What the
Which
hell?
of us has the better persuasion?
Huh? No, I was just trying to lead to a duel.
Honestly, you probably
Can't
have to
fight
go.
on the ship, but let's try persuading them first. With maybe
No, it's a
some
friendly
technology.
duel. It's
Yes,
not like
I
duel
get
to
it's a
death.
friendly jewel,
It's how
but
they.
it's still it's
Trellin.
It's how we work.
This is how their kind do things.
I was hoping a discussion or perhaps a debate about
You
giving
debate with an orc is
civilized-
not a debate with an
With your
orc is
language.
not a good idea, especially in their own village.
It will most likely end up in
Now,
finance anyway.
When this meeting is over, I need to go back and keep working my leg if I need it for tomorrow.
Yes, that would be a very good idea. Right.
If you need help, ask the engineer guys. They'll help you out.
I I got a kind of a private thing.
I shall go prepare my equipment.
And your
Goes off
explosives.
and boom booms.
Oh wait, Athena sends you the code to the explosive area of the armory,
Ah.
Yep.
Well, you now have access. Anyway.
so you don't have to break the lock again.
And me and Ruzan are off. We're off. Me probably healed them afterward, but anyway.
Who'd they give the code to?
Aiden, to
Aiden,
get the explosives.
and he can deal with the explosives.
The answer to your
Am
first
I
question,
receiving a
Aaron, is
message?
no.
Or is he sending a message to Klutz?
He's sending a message to me.
Yeah, because you forgot a vital detail about that entire situation right there.
Ah, right.
You remember
No,
that
no, no,
punishment?
no, 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 no. Wrong person. That was Ruzan who did that. Aiden's getting the explosives.
Yeah,
Okay,
Aiden's the one
okay.
that went into somebody else's room.
Yes, I was the one that went into the guard's room. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I forgot exactly whose it was. Okay.
Yeah, that was me.
God, Aaron, you're meant to be the note keeper. Fuck.
Yeah, no one.
Look, I remember people's names. I don't remember the characters' names.
Look,
okay?
look, alright, it's not my fault!
Okay, enough.
Okay, so, with you guys now setting out to get your respective areas ready for the plan,
Yes.
we're going to end today's session there.
That's fair.
Because now I have to go get ready for a fuck-off fight tomorrow. Next week.
Rage.
Well, I won't be here next week because I've got
and
my
put it all over.
That's
Yeah,
alright,
so maybe-
because he'll be in a group fight, I can just...
yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
you've
I'll
got my
just be
character
there
sheet, so,
spending my spell slots.
like you've got my character sheet, so
Yeah,
it's like it's
I
not.
can do what he does.
I might even just get... Story Master to Jaeger your character.
I mean, yeah. I mean, as it says that, basically you're gonna have to deal more than 70 damage to me to knock me out in a fight. So
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
And he's raged, so that's
And he
like,
has
yeah.
rage.
yeah,
So
that's why I
He
said
has
more than
totem rage.
70.
He has totem
Then
rage.
he's also
Yeah.
lowering them to a chokehold, which is their entrance.
Yes.
Yeah.
And when you have a good number of them at the entrance, give us the signal. We'll blow up right under your head.
We have a very interesting plan. I'm gonna act like a new rival gang appearing with the orcs as my.
Oh, he's gonna get an outfit.
Yeah, I'm gonna disguise myself as a
Opposing gang.
Some- opposing gang
Oh!
leader.
Do you want get the info from Aiden about the other gangs and you can post me?
Yeah, Trowlin would have definitely gotten information.
But yeah, so,
mainly the Obsidian Mercs.
just
Yeah.
to let you know, me and the orcs will be fighting with our fists.
No, yeah, that's
No.
fine.
Unarmed combat. Yep.
Yeah,
That's fine.
so that's what we'll. be
Also, you
Guns will be
you
seen, not used.
you all grab bulletproof vests as well. That
yeah.
Yes, that would
Yeah.
be a very good idea.
Oh, ooh.
I'm wearing my armor, so
We have
as
bulletproof
bulletproof
vests.
as it is. Yeah, we have
it's only
bulletproof vests.
Kevlar. It's not. It's not
It's only
much.
Kevlar. It's not much.
Hey, hey Klutz, do that other message I sent away, do they have the...
No,
They don't have them?
the code for the not the
Turrets?
turrets. No,
Ah, that sucks.
Yeah, so but yeah, I won't be here because I already
Yeah,
made
that's
this
fine.
plan like
That's
2 weeks
fine.
ago. So
because even they haven't tried to break into a vault, Aaron. Well,
Yeah.
not a bank vault.
Anyway,
well, I'm
but yeah,
not
I have-
saying,
I have,
like, you know,
prayer-
if they had their own turrets, if they made, you know, a hack tool or what have you.
No. Also, the way they're designed, each turret operates on a different algorithm. Like when they're built, they're all scrambled differently, like an encryption. So each turret uses a different
But yeah,
encoding.
basically, I'll send some. I'll send what I'll grab if I find it to both the Klutz, you, and Story.
Klutz, me, and who else?
Story, because he'll be if he controls my character.
Okay,
Well,
because you've
me,
said me
Klutz-
Yeah,
twice.
I know.
So
got
I'm just a little
mumbled.
bit confused.
Yeah, I'll send you both Story and Klutz.
And don't worry, if you do die, I'm there.
I mean, if I do die, I die. I mean, Mac.
No, don't worry. I have shit to make sure you don't die.
I
that's
don't
my
want to die, but yeah.
Okay,
I have
so
Spirit of Dying as a ranged cantrip.
all right.
Yeah.
Plus, whatever you did, your lighting is a lot better now.
I know I turned my
Yeah.
lamp on.
You actually
What-
look
what was-
beautified.
What? Yeah,
No,
I
like
know.
it actually helps your skin.
I don't look
like-
sweaty anymore, do I?
No, you don't.
You don't. You actually look good.
Okay, so I'm going to end today's stream there. Thank you all for watching. We had a few people
Thank
come in
you.
and leave. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a little bit clusterfucky because we haven't done it for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
That's because IRL shit happened, and that's more important than this.
We are behind schedule.
No, we're not. Who
We
keeps a
are.
schedule in D&D?